Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And it is the SmackDown episode before WWE's 2026 Royal Rumble. And we will be live tonight for SmackDown in Saudi Arabia as we get to see Riyadh here as they have a whole new stadium set up for just Royal Rumble and SmackDown here tonight. And we've already seen WWE superstars arriving this week in Riyadh as we get ready for the spectacle that will be the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. As we see the ring general Gunther here tonight. Let's get going, everybody. And there's the phenomenal AJ Styles. Could this be his last ever episode of Friday Night SmackDown in his WWE career? We will find out tomorrow when he puts his career on the line against Gunther. And there's the undisputed WWE Champion Drew McIntyre as he arrives here to the arena for Friday Night SmackDown. And there's Sami Zayn, who is the number one contender for the WWE Undisputed Championship, and he will take on Drew McIntyre for that title tomorrow night at the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. And let's not forget about WWE Saturday Night's main event, where they were in Canada, and we did see a spectacular there. And to get us kicked off, we would see the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu going up against the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, but this match would not even get started. It would just be an all-out brawl. And there's our boy Joshua here with the $10 super chat. Let's go! It's Tim Reynolds Show. And guys, the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre took out not only Jacob Fatu, but also Cody Rhodes to kick off Saturday night's main event. And then we would see an epic matchup with the phenomenal AJ Styles going one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura. And these two rivals put on a show as we got to see Styles get the victory on Saturday night's main event. And a show of respect from both of those veteran wrestlers. And we also seen the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line when Rhea Ripley and Io Sky took on the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. And although we did see Stephanie Vaquer come in and try to aid Io Sky and Rhea Ripley going up against Rodriguez as she came to try to help out her team, but we did see Rhea Ripley hit the riptide on Liv Morgan and get the victory to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. So now, here tonight, guys, as we had an interesting Saturday night's main event, we did see a fatal four-way match in the main event of WWE Saturday night's main event. And this match would determine the number one contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. And Sami Zayn would overcome the odds as the hometown kid would be able to get the victory in his hometown up there in Canada, and we would see Sami Zayn's hand raised as he gets ready to take on Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. But remember, folks, Sami Zayn is 0-11 in his WWE career against Drew McIntyre, so he'll have to overcome a lot of odds tomorrow night. He'll definitely be coming in as the underdog. And there's the beautiful stadium set up here in Riyadh. And wow, beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting things kicked off here tonight with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Adrenaline in my soul, every thought out of control. Do it all again for all to see. Crowd is here, about to blow. Paid for me to start the show. Cameras on, the lights are on. Let's go. Whoa! Let's go! Yo, big shout out to Joshua here showing some love with the $10 super chat. What's up?
Gentlemen, welcome to ringside. Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. I can barely hear anything in here. Riyadh singing every word of Cody Rhodes' entrance theme.
Yeah, this is absolutely buzzing, as always on a big weekend like this, but a little more than extra thanks to this man stepping into the ring right now.
I cannot wait. What a weekend.
I wish Sami Zayn would have come up with a better character than just the plucky underdog who doesn't quit. Yeah, I mean, fantastic performer, though. Sometimes the performer's better than the character. Give it all away, I give it all away, and I built my kingdom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown's live play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show. We'll try to keep you guys up to date with everything going on here tonight, but please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Cody, 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 Cody. And this crowd here in Riyadh having a freaking bonanza, a party. They are loving the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes here tonight. When will they pull a trigger and turn Cody heel? Haven't kept up.
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia!
What do you want to talk about?
I half expected to come down here trading punches with Jacob Fatu. Certainly, he found out I was not who he thought I was, and the same goes for him. And all that fun, if you could call it fun, was prematurely ended by the WWE champion, Drew McIntyre.
Ooh. So Cody Rhodes responding to what happened in Saturday night's main event. And that's when Drew McIntyre came and attacked Jacob Fatu and him in their all-out brawl when they were supposed to have a match at Saturday night's main event, but it did not turn out that way, as Drew McIntyre really made a statement by taking out the Samoan Werewolf and the American Nightmare. I haven't kept up, but they haven't revealed Jacob Fatu's attacker and should have been Cody. Maybe. Yeah, Cody, if he does turn heel, I think it'll be against Randy Orton.
Drew on this momentous occasion again, the night before the Royal Rumble. I think Drew has discovered that all he won was the title and not the most important thing that comes with it. And if Drew doesn't know what that is by now, he never will.
Ooh, what's that, Cody?
Now, I know Drew, with his Twitter fingers and his tackiness he disguises as wit, doesn't realize that there's kids who watch this show too. But Drew, now is your chance to stand out here, take SmackDown for your own, be the role model you had talked about and you're nowhere to be found. You dropped the ball.
Ooh. And the fans here in Riyadh cheering for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody, 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 Cody.
It would make all the sense in the world if I could win the Royal Rumble for a third time. a near impossible feat. It would make all the sense in the world if I could win the Royal Rumble that I would challenge Drew McIntyre. But maybe it wouldn't even be Drew McIntyre, because tomorrow night he faces off against my friend Sami Zayn.
Oh, there you go. And Cody Rhodes giving some props to Sami Zayn. Rowdy crowd here tonight, man. Rowdy crowd.
In my career, I have taken the road less traveled more than once. So as much as I say it would make sense to challenge for the title that meant the world to me, CM Punk, you're still the World Heavyweight Champion, right?
Ooh.
We've got to do this eventually, bud.
And the crowd now switching their chants up to CM Punk here. Joshua, absolutely, foreign crowds always tend to show up for WWE programming.
But in addition to belief, and I need all the belief in the world for the Royal Rumble, I am going into that with something no one else in the field has. And that's the fact that I have won it not once, but twice.
Yep, that's right. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, interrupting the American Nightmare. He is the Viper, the Legend Killer. It's Randy Orton. Keep you safe. When those rules start getting broken, you start questioning your fate. The voice says he's forsaken, lots alive and lots of hate. The voice says around us to your fate. I hear voices crying. Whoa! You guys hear that crowd? I hear voices in my head, they come to me, they understand, they talk to me. They talk to me! Yeah! And making his way down to the ring, interrupting Cody Rhodes, it's his old mentor and friend, Randy Orton. And we'll see what the Viper has to say here tonight after coming up just short at Saturday night's main event of becoming the new #1 contender for the WWE Championship. And now we will see Randy Orton have a chance to punch his ticket to WrestleMania and have another chance at a title run, which would be his 15th World Championship in his WWE career. But in order to make that trip, to punch that ticket to WrestleMania in Las Vegas, he will have to win the Men's Royal Rumble match at WWE's 2026 Royal Rumble in Riyadh. He talked to me. They talk to me. They tell me things that I will do. I do to you. Talk to me. Yeah, right now, man. Heck yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Joshua. Hope you're doing good, Joshua. Appreciate you, man, holding it down for us here in the chat. And look at that. Show of respect by Cody Rhodes, handing the microphone to Randy Orton. As the crowd gets rowdy, they are happy to see the Viper, Randy Orton, here tonight. And wow, the crowd loving these two being in the ring right now. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia is bouncing, y'all.
Before I say what I came out here to say, I just want to say, Saudi Arabia, I freaking love you guys!
Heck yeah, man. Here we go. What will Randy say? Well, we know what the crowd wants. An RKO out of nowhere.
Cody, everybody knows how I feel about you.
Ooh.
We're friends, but we're more than friends. We're brothers. I've got the utmost respect for you and everything that you've done in this industry. Nobody was more proud of you than me when you won that world title, and nobody understood how it tore up your gut when you lost that world title.
Well put, Randy.
Tomorrow's the Royal Rumble. It's every man for themselves, and
That's
if
true.
anybody knows, I know that a desperate Cody Rhodes is dangerous.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
But Cody, there is nothing more dangerous than a viper chasing number 15.
Ooh! Really, Randy?
Tomorrow we will not be friends. We will not be brothers. I will have zero respect for you or any other man that comes into that ring. And if the opportunity presents itself, if I get the chance, I will throw your ass over that top rope.
Uh-oh.
Hesitation.
Tell him, Randy. The Viper is not afraid to put his pride and friendships aside to do what is necessary to win the Royal Rumble match.
Now just remember, Cody, remember this. You're not the only one that's won the Royal Rumble twice.
Oh! Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, speaking of former Royal Rumble winners, he is one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions. It's main event Jey Uso! Yeet, 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 yeet. And look at the fans here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, yeeting out of their seats as we see main event Jey Uso come out and interrupt the Viper Randy Orton and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. And now we'll find out what last year's Royal Rumble winner has to say here on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. There you go, Joshua, with a yeet in the chat. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to do it again? Okay, day one is just me, Oos. Okay, day one is just me, Oos. Okay, day one is there are a lot of people who can't make people yeet like this. Yeah! And guys, we've got last year's Royal Rumble winner coming here on Friday Night SmackDown to kick us off.
Randy Oos, Cody Oos, no disrespect. I know y'all over here talking about number 3. But see me, I'm gonna run it back to back.
Oh!
26 Royal Rumble winner.
Oh, yeah!
Then I'm gonna walk in WrestleMania.
Yeet!
I'm gonna walk out of WrestleMania.
Yeet!
World Heavyweight Champ.
Yeet!
Again.
Yeet!
4 letters.
One word. Yeet! Get him, Jay! Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, we are not done. Interrupting is the #1 SmackDown. What a way to kick it off here for the WWE Universe. All right, thank you guys. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Oh boy. Wow, the crowd here giving a big standing O to Sami Zayn. Uh-oh. Speaking the language.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, as much as I would love to spend the evening speaking Arabic with my people here in Riyadh, I also recognize the fact that I'm in the ring with three of the absolute best right now.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
And since we're all talking about our plans for the Royal Rumble, I feel like I should probably tell you mine. Because tomorrow night, I face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Tomorrow night, it's not just a match for me. It's the culmination of three stories that have been bubbling and building for years and years now. Number one, the obvious one. I have a chance to win the WWE Championship. The one title that has eluded me my entire career.
That's the truth.
But in order to do that, I have to face the fact, which is story point number two. The fact that Drew McIntyre has beaten me 11 times, and I have beaten him 0 times.
Ooh.
I have never, ever beaten Drew McIntyre in singles competition, but that does lead me to story point number 3, which is the fact that I have never, ever lost a match here in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, interesting, interesting. What's up, Incognito? Justin, how we doing?
For the Royal Rumble is to walk out the new WWE champion.
Come on, Sammy. What's up, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights?
If one of you does win the Royal Rumble, just understand one thing. It's not going to be Drew McIntyre waiting for you on the other side. It's going to be me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Really? Oh, boy. Incognito, Justin, and Daniel Barry Sports Highlight. What's up? Joshua, how you doing, bro? Holding it down for us. And the Vision has just interrupted everything.
My name is You know what I see on this stage right here? I see the Vision. I look down at that ring. I see 4 huge WWE superstars. I see no vision at all.
Ooh.
I see Sami Zayn, who will not become WWE champion tomorrow night.
Come on, Paul.
There's no vision in Sami winning. I see three men who will enter the Royal Rumble. It will not be my bloodline brother Jey Uso's night. It will not be Cody Rhodes' night. It will not be Randy Orton's night.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, by tomorrow night you will all learn, by Bronson Reed's decree, by Austin Theory's decree, by Logan Paul's decree, by my decree, tomorrow night will be Braun Breaker's night. Okay, you know what, Paul? I'm gonna have to beg you, I'm gonna have to plead with you to please shut the hell up! Shut your fat mouth up once and for all. Listen, now check it out. I don't have a spoiler. I don't have a prediction. I have a dare. I dare the four of you to pull your heads out of Paul Heyman's ass.
Ho-ho! Let's go! Come on, mic drop, Randy Orton laying down the challenge on the Vision. This would be epic. Wait a minute.
Mr. Heyman, good to see you again. Always so nice of you to come and completely derail my show. But Paul, let's be honest. You, me, and everybody in Riyadh can see where this is going. So why don't we just hurry it up and get there?
Uh-oh.
Let's give Riyadh a little Royal Rumble preview.
No way.
Let's give them the Vision versus Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes and versus Randy Orton in an 8-man tag team match tonight.
Oh, boy. Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to these comments here shortly, but looks like General Manager Nick Aldis just made one of the best matches possible here tonight, the night before the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble. We will see an 8-man tag match with Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton taking on the Vision's Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. But guys, coming up next, we will see Carmelo Hayes in the WWE United States Championship Open Challenge here on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What a way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. Let's get to our comments here first. Hope everybody's doing well. What's going on? Aaron, welcome back to the chat, brother. Aaron Pierce 145 wants to know, what are you thinking about tomorrow, Tim? I don't want Gunther. Yeah, Aaron, this is probably the most open Royal Rumble that we've had in quite a while. I think there was a lot of people predicting that Jey Uso was going to win last year. And the last two previous years, we've seen Cody Rhodes be able to win back-to-back Royal Rumbles. So this year, I believe it's wide open. I don't think Gunther is going to be the man that wins the Royal Rumble this year. Me, personally, I'm thinking Roman Reigns. And it's because Roman Reigns has not really been in the championship spotlight over the last 2 years. So I think it is about time we'll see the Tribal Chief get back into the championship picture. But he doesn't necessarily need to win the Royal Rumble to get back in that championship picture. So we'll see. That's kind of just my first guess, is Roman Reigns as my sort of pick for the Men's Royal Rumble winner. So hope you guys are having a good night here. What's going on? But we got Priscilla, what's going on here? Happy birthday on Wednesday. Appreciate you hanging out into the chat. Fishing Master, what's up, buddy? Welcome back. Aaron also says it's in Saudi, so I believe it's just going to be cookie cutter. You ain't bringing young talent on the scene for them. You're giving them all the names they want. No, Aaron, I think you'll see a lot of young guys in the Royal Rumble this year. There's already at least maybe 10. Yeah, probably at least 10 in both the men and women's. Maybe more in the women's. So maybe close to 10 in the women's. Maybe about 8 or so young new guys that are going to be in this Royal Rumble match that you guys are really going to like to see. I think you will. All right. We got Chris Montfront. How we doing, man? Randy Orton going to hit somebody with an RKO? Without a doubt, Chris. Without a doubt. What's going on? Joshua with the happy birthday shout out to Patrick or Priscilla. Appreciate you hanging out with us here. Ego, what's going on, brother? Welcome back. No one thought Jay was going to win. Everyone picking Cena. Jay came as the shocker. Yeah, I was rooting for Cena last year. I really was. I thought, hey, give it to Cena. He deserves it, right? That had made him a 3-time Royal Rumble winner, if I'm not mistaken. But they chose to go with Jey Uso, which didn't surprise me at all. He was definitely one of my dark horses to win that match last year. I was just rooting for Cena because we knew it was Cena's last year in WWE last year. So, hey, it's good to see Jey Uso get that victory. He went on to win the world title at last year's WrestleMania. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with this year. Maybe we'll see somebody we don't expect. Maybe it'll be Randy Orton. Maybe we'll see Jey Uso win back-to-back Royal Rumbles. Or it could be someone completely new that we're not even thinking of. Maybe Javon Evans. Maybe Trick Williams. Maybe, should I say his name? I don't know. Maybe Joe Hendry, say his name and he appears, 'cause I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Let's go. Great job, Tim, says Richard Work, man. Go Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Heck yeah, Richard. We will be doing live play-by-play for the Super Bowl this year. So, guys, don't forget to check us out when we see the Seattle Seahawks take on the New England Patriots to crown our next NFL Super Bowl champion. We'll be doing live play-by-play for that Super Bowl here on Tim Reynolds Show. And, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll try to get to more of these comments here as we're getting back to SmackDown. Aaron says, I can't wait to see Mello and Trick in the Royal Rumble. Absolutely, me too. And Oba. Oh, I can't forget about Oba there, bro. Heck yeah, man. Without a doubt. Ego says it was a shocker to me because I thought Cena was winning. Ego, I was rooting for Cena to win. I really was. Call me crazy, but I'm picking OTC. OTC, heck yeah, bro. Looks like we're on the same page, Ego. I think Roman Reigns could really get the victory this year, man, and he might need it. I need to see the Joe Giant spot again. I want to see that. Dude, I know. Look, Joe Henry is so good, dude, in my opinion. I'm going to the Raw after Rumble on Cleveland. Casey, you lucky son of a gun. Shout out Casey Bellan or Belhan. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to the Raw after Rumble in Cleveland, Ohio. Dude, that is awesome, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall, and it is the WWE United States Championship Open Challenge. And introducing, he is the WWE United States Champion. It's Carmelo Hayes.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the United States Champion.
You. Coffee, what's going on, man? Yeah, brother. Look, I wear the Bucks jersey probably more than I wear any of the other jerseys and attire that I have, you know, but try to wear the brand that I'm sort of representing. We're doing WWE today. So we seen last Friday, Ilya Dragunov went one-on-one with Carmelo Hayes before The Miz got involved and cost him the matchup. As we see, Carmelo Hayes had no idea what happened. He took advantage and got the victory to retain his WWE United States Championship. And as he catches Miz applauding, Carmelo Hayes was not too happy when he figured out the outcome and what it was. Christopher, what's going on, man? Coffee, Bucks don't play Sunday, buddy. Yeah, we in the Super Bowl season.
Who accepts the open challenge?
Oh, Aaron went to the Raw after Rumble last year. That's awesome, dude. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and answering the open challenge here on Friday Night SmackDown for the WWE United States Championship. He is the luchador extraordinaire. He is Rey Fenix. Yo, Keith, how we doing, buddy? Casey says, Jay, your favorite? Heck yeah, man. Are you going to stream the NFL Pro Bowl games? You know, good question, Coffee Byron. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, man. I've never been a big fan of the new Pro Bowl games. Like, I wish they would just make it the old school way like they used to, man, in the 90s and the 2000s. Send these guys to Hawaii, make it worth their while to go there, get some extra money, get represented for their season in the Pro Bowl. Like, how does Shedeur Sanders make the Pro Bowl? He had 7 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions. Like that, it just makes no sense to me. So as we get ready for this matchup here, guys, it will be for the WWE United States Championship as Rey Fenix answers the open challenge, and he'll take on the champion Carmelo Hayes here on Friday Night SmackDown. All right, let's get the poll ready.
Has been prepping to answer this challenge and take on Carmelo Hayes.
It is the open challenge that John Cena started for the United States Championship over a decade ago. Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov would follow suit, and Carmelo Hayes again proving that he is a hell of a champion.
Such a high-risk thing to do, and the truth is when you perform at the level that Melo's having to perform week in, week out because of these challenges, it does take its toll over time, and sooner or later...
And we are underway here as we see Hayes throw down Rey Fenix. And now Fenix go ahead with a slap to the chest, and now grabbing the hand of Hayes up to the top rope. What unique athleticism, and oh, a nice arm drag takedown by Rey Fenix jumping off the top rope. And we see here Rey on the attack. He throws Hayes over the top rope. He lands on the ring apron and gets knocked down. And now all the way to the top rope, Rey Fenix. Oh, and he catwalks the top rope with the beautiful feet. And now off the ropes goes Rey Fenix. And over the top, he takes out Carmelo Hayes with the spinning senton. A twisting senton, if you will. Oh, my goodness. And the athleticism there for one of the best luchadors in WWE. Rey Fenix has the upper hand here in this one. Can he possibly upset Carmelo Hayes to become the new United States champion? We will see here coming up next. We are on a little bit of a commercial break here, guys, as we try to get the poll going here. All right, so there is our first poll of the day, our first match. Make sure you guys go check that out. Appreciate y'all. Aaron, yeah, I don't know for sure about Penta being in the Royal Rumble tomorrow, but I imagine he would be, if you ask me. What's going on there, Fishing Master? Appreciate you helping us out here, man. Christopher, CM Punk versus Cena, that'd be cool. All right, what's up, King Goldust? Doing good? Welcome back. Dude, yeah, listen, Byron, Coffee Time, man, I would love to be able to do a stream with Tom Grassi, man. That'd be like a dream come true, man. Hey, no, listen, Aaron, ain't hating on the Brownies, man, but wow, can you believe who they hired as their new head coach? Yikes. All right, guys, so we are side by side here with the commercials, and now we see Carmelo Hayes back in this matchup here with a nice chop to Rey Fenix. And now Fenix goes off the ropes here, and a big elbow by Carmelo Hayes, and a nice leg drop with momentum off the ropes by Hayes. The cover here, and Rey kicks out at 2. And Fenix answering the open challenge here, and Carmelo Hayes has been a fighting champion since he won that United States title. And he'll continue to try to defend it here on Friday Night SmackDown in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. What's up, Cody? How we doing, buddy? Hey, King Goldust, appreciate you, man. Hope the commentary's going well. Well, Christopher's like, I want CM Punk versus Cena right now. Yeah, unfortunately, man, we will not see Cena competing in a WWE ring ever again. So here we go. Fenix in a lot of trouble here, but Hayes gets hit with an elbow in the gut, and Hayes responds with an elbow of his own to the head of Fenix. And now from one corner to the other, Fenix jumps in the middle rope. And a diving headbutt or a shoulder. A tackle there by Rey Fenix knocks down the champion, and now Carmelo Hayes is in a bit of trouble here. So Rey with the upper hand.
Rey Fenix looking to wrestle the United States Championship away from Carmelo Hayes.
And now, wait, a nice little roll-up here by Fenix, but wait a minute, Hayes looking to counter, but oh my goodness, a double roll there, and Fenix, kicking out is Hayes. And now Hayes went for the clothesline, and a big springboard back elbow there, the cover here, and a kick out it too by the champ. And Rey able to counter the counter of Carmelo Hayes with that springboard back elbow, knocking down the champ, but it was not enough to put him away. And now a big counter elbow from Hayes. But the kick blocks the punch, and now a kick to the gut and the chest by Rey Fenix. But wait a minute, off the ropes, springboard once again, ducking underneath it. And a big springboard clothesline there from the champ, Carmelo Hayes, now in control. And getting pumped up by the crowd here in Riyadh. Carmelo looking to put this matchup away. Rey back to his feet here. Fenix in some trouble. Catches a right elbow and a chop from Carmelo Hayes, who answers with another elbow and a chop combination. But a nice counter, throwing Carmelo into the corner. Rey catches the boot and now ducking under another boot as he rolls through Hayes from the middle rope. Catches Rey with the big DDT and a kick out at 2. I don't know how Rey Fenix kicked out of that, folks. What a beautiful counter combination there by the champion. He springboards off that middle rope and catches Rey Fenix for that beautiful DDT, but it wasn't enough to put away the challenger. And now Carmelo Hayes staring down his opponent, looking for an opening. But wait a minute, Rey able to catch the champ, looking for, wait a minute, a flip over here, and a kick out, roll through. Rey look for the cover, but a kick out by Hayes. And a super kick there in response by Rey Fenix. And now in the corner, another kick to the face. What a roundhouse kick. He springboarded off the middle rope and spun around and back kicked Carmelo right in the chin. And now Fenix trying to place the United States champ up on the top rope. And with the big chop, Rey Fenix, looking for possibly a maneuver here. And Hayes now up on the shoulders of Rey Fenix upside down. And wait a minute, a roll through here. Both men's shoulders were down, but a kick got it too. Hayes went for the kick. Rey ducks underneath, but catches a boot to the chin. And now off the ropes. Hayes, Rey ducks underneath Fenix. The nice springboard through the ropes, and he kicks Carmelo in the face, but a nice boot. And wait a minute, a kick up from the mat by Rey, and a double kick there knocks down both men. What an amazing combination of moves here by these two athletic superstars here on Friday Night SmackDown. Blaze Machine, what's up, man? Heck yeah, guys, we will be live for the Royal Rumble. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show, ladies and gentlemen. So both men are down as we see Rey Fenix and Carmelo Hayes try to get momentum back on their side to see which one of these men can win this matchup for the United States Championship. The champion Hayes taking on the challenger Fenix. And now both men are back to their feet. A chop knocks down Rey Fenix by Carmelo Hayes.
Is this matchup as physical as you expected?
Yeah, well, it's broken down.
So now off the ropes goes Rey Fenix. Carmelo went for the clothesline. Rey ducks underneath, and a double clothesline takes down both men. And once again, these two collide with a double move and knock each other down. And as we go to commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, will Rey Fenix be able to overcome the odds and get the upset victory to be crowned the new United States champion? Or will we see the fighting champion, Carmelo Hayes, be able to get the victory to retain his WWE United States Championship here tonight on WWE Friday Night SmackDown, the SmackDown before the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble event? We'll have to wait and see after these commercial breaks, but thank you guys for hanging out here for this live play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, Coffee Time says, who plays next in the Buccaneer Stadium? Yeah, believe it or not, good question there by you, Byron. For me, guys, I'm excited. The Tampa Bay Lightning are going to be part of the Stadium Series, as we'll see a hockey game outdoors in Raymond James Stadium coming up very soon, which is going to be incredible for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I can't wait to check out that game. I actually can't even remember who they're facing. But what's going on? We got Cody Donaldson in the chat. What's up, man? I'd love to see Carmelo Hayes. I would like to see Carmelo Hayes. He's a rental champion. Okay. I mean, I think he's a pretty good fighting champion. Do you like WWE? Because I like it too. Heck yeah. What's up there, Nina? Yeah, big WWE fan here pretty much my whole life. So figured easy transition. Do this on YouTube with the live streams that I do, guys, with the excitement, the energy that I normally bring doing these live streams. I think it's a little bit cooler when you get to see it from the WWE perspective. And guys, also don't forget, get together this weekend, guys. We've got the Royal Rumble on Saturday afternoon tomorrow. We will be live on Tim Reynolds Show for that with a special guest, believe it or not. And then also, guys, on Sunday, we'll be doing NASCAR play-by-play here for the first race of the season. It's just the Clash at Bowman Raceway. That's kind of just a way to kick off the season. So no really big points or anything, as we do see the chase to the race is back this season in NASCAR. But man, guys, been busy working hard in my regular job and trying to get back home and take care of things and make sure get rest up and everything. It's been a week of rest for your boy here on Tim Reynolds Show. So we're hoping to get right back into the content making really hardcore after Sunday. But we got a couple of live streams coming up this weekend for you guys, so hope you guys will enjoy that. And don't forget, next weekend we will be live for the Super Bowl, where the Seahawks take on the Patriots. Favorite all-time wrestler? Definitely Stone Cold Steve Austin. My favorite wrestler right now? Probably Roman Reigns, honestly. I mean, I like Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes too, but yeah. Randy Orton. Love Randy Orton as well, man. That guy can definitely perform. All right, so we're back on SmackDown, and Rey Fenix up on the top of the turnbuckle here. Oh, and takes out Hayes, and it was Hayes that was on the top rope, and we see Rey was standing on the steel post that holds the ropes together, and now Rey bouncing off the ropes, and oh, a big moonsault takes out Hayes, and the cover, but a kick out it too. And what a combination, as we've seen a big athletic moonsault here from Rey Fenix, and he almost gets the victory. So Hayes in big trouble here. The challenger, Rey Fenix, has an opening. He'll need to take advantage, and now off the ropes goes Hayes, but he reverses it. Rey ducks underneath the clothesline by Carmelo. A kick to the side of the head, but Carmelo responds, with a beautiful spinning bulldog, and a cover here, and a kick out at two. And that move combination there for Carmelo, it's almost like a Hurricane Rana setup, but he's able to land with that facebuster bulldog-like combination. Eugene, dude, Joshua, we just became like such cooler friends, bro. Eugene was one of my favorite characters of all time. How unique that was. And now Carmelo Hayes looking for a suplex here, but Rey able to counter. Into the ropes goes Carmelo. Rey, catches a kick to the gut, though, here. Mello, with the DDT springboard off the middle rope. And a kick out at two. And a nice move there from Carmelo as he sprung board off the middle rope and connected with that DDT, but it was not enough to put away Rey Fenix.
Of Rey Fenix, who can barely move at this point. Referee taking a close look at the challenger here.
Heck yeah, King Goldust, you're right about that, man. I was at SummerSlam when Roman Reigns returned in 2023. Casey, that's awesome. And now Carmelo from the top rope. Rey able to roll through and catches Carmelo with the DDT, planting the champion. The cover here, but a kick out at 2. And that was so close. Even Rey Fenix can't believe it.
Other way of Carmelo Hayes, who I think went in for the kill with that top rope leg drop. And for nothing but net.
Colin, what's going on? How we doing, guys?
Now it is there for the taking for Rey Fenix.
And now we see Rey from one corner. Oh, caught the code breaker there from Carmelo Hayes, connects. And that could be the opening Carmelo needed. And now Hayes to the top rope here, looking to put this away. And the big leg drop connects. The cover. And Carmelo Hayes gets the victory and still your WWE United States Champion, Carmelo Hayes. And I tell you what, man, Rey Fenix put on a show here with Carmelo Hayes and him really lighting up the middle of this ring here with a beautiful performance. But Carmelo Hayes is able to retain his United States Championship here on WWE SmackDown.
What a fighting champion. The United States champion, Carmelo Hayes.
So Ilya Dragunov watching from afar.
Good reason why I shouldn't.
Whoa. Look. You think I came up with throwing you off the top rope last week? Carmelo Hayes is so worried about protecting his United States Championship, he did the one thing that no one thought he would do. He came to me. I have no beef with you. I didn't even know you.
Where are my good manners? Miss Amelia, nice to meet you. Like, nice to talk to you for the very first time. Like, by the way, I love this suit. Like, it is my pleasure. And this is how it could have been. We could have had a little chat, get to know each other. But no, you cost me my match. And I don't care or know if you work with Melo or not. All I know is that tonight, your pain will entertain.
Ooh, and The Miz has poked the wrong superstar in the face here, getting his nose in somebody else's business, as it looks like Eli Dragunov is going to be looking for a fight here tonight as he takes on The Miz later on here on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Ilya Dragunov expects to bring the pain to entertain. And guys, thank you for hanging out here on TimReynoldsShow for this live play-by-play here for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. We're about 1 hour in, guys. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Big shout out. We've got a lot of people hanging out here in the chat. Make sure you guys hit me up if you've got any WWE questions or shout outs you'd like to make here on the live stream. You guys can hit me up with those super chats, and I appreciate y'all. We already got a $10 super chat from our member here, Joshua W., who says The Miz is an all-time underrated superstar. Mr. Consistent. Can work with anyone. Definitely deserves more respect. I'd love another world championship reign for him. Especially after the way the last championship reign ended, Joshua. I gotta tell you, The Miz is a guy that I was shocked to hear some rumors about him possibly not staying with the WWE or getting re-signed, because you're absolutely right. The Miz is a guy that honestly can be hated by just about everybody in the WWE universe, but we did get to see him a couple of times already in the past few years on a babyface run as well. But this Miz, no matter if he's a babyface or a heel, is always a guy that is consistent in the ring and also consistent, very consistent in front of the camera or with a microphone in his hand. So he's one of these guys that I think these young up-and-coming superstars in the WWE need to focus on and study more of, because if you can be like The Miz, you can be in this company for quite a long time. Not only winning championships, but also being one of the faces of the company if you're able to be consistent the way The Miz has been throughout his WWE career. And he's come a long way, guys. The Miz got into WWE winning an online contest. That's right. They ended up making a show about it called Tough Enough. The WWE Tough Enough series was actually a way for them to sort of scout guys that were sending in emails and sort of videotape for them to try to get into the WWE, because back in the day, unless you had wrestling experience or were able to show something on film, you really had to prove your worth in these sort of series or video events that the WWE had. So that Tough Enough series, I was shocked, to be honest with you, man, that The Miz actually won it. Miz was actually a guy who I think either was on MTV or tried to actually get on the MTV sort of reality series that they had back in the day in the early 2000s. So The Miz has come a long way, man, and he will go down as a WWE Hall of Famer in the future. What's up, Bryce? My team in basketball is 1-1 so far. Bryce, appreciate you sharing that here with the chat, man. What NFL Saturday game and week 18 game did you enjoy, says Byron. Yeah, Saturday game, not one that really stands out other than, the divisional round and wild card matchups. This has been a crazy NFL playoffs here in 2026. Yeah, so appreciate you there, Byron. What's your favorite WWE match? My favorite WWE match is probably tables, ladders, and chairs, but with the championship belt hanging above the ring. That's sort of probably one of my favorite matches. And then maybe Hell in the Cell. Miz was the Real World. Oh, and Big Brother. Thank you, Joshua. I knew it was a couple of those. I think Omos is going to return at the Rumble. Casey, not a bad guess, man. Not a bad guess at all. Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Go Hawks, says Bryce. Heck yeah, man. I hope Drew McIntyre loses his WWE Wrestling Championship at WrestleMania. Yeah, Chris, we may see that. All right, guys. What's up, Ego? Bro didn't win. He was second to Daniel. Buddha, what's going on, man? How we doing? And Christopher in the chat. Heck yeah.
Brock Lesnar just called.
Pat McAfee show, guys.
The boys saying what's up. The boys saying what's up. It's great to see you. What are you doing? You look like you're in great shape.
I'm heading to the Royal Rumble, boys. I'm going to win it.
Oh, you're in the Royal Rumble? You're in the Royal Rumble?
I'm going.
A lot of young bucks out there, too, Brock. A lot of young bucks out there, Brock.
I'm in shape, brother. I'm in shape. We're going to do this.
That's big.
That's big. That's right, guys. On the Pat McAfee show, we did hear that Brock Lesnar will be in the 30-man Royal Rumble match. And we are seeing Penta there advertised along with Javon Evans and The Vision. So we should see a lot. And Omos, oh my gosh, man. What if Omos wins the Royal Rumble? And there's R-Truth messing with balls.
Juggle, shuffle, or roll.
I tell you, you're handling those balls like a pro, Truth.
This ain't my first time, Nick.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Guys,
DP in the house.
Damien.
Nick, I appreciate you taking my call after Saturday night's main event. Today's the day. What's the news, man?
Well, spots were filling up fast, but I made it happen. Damian Priest, you're in the Royal Rumble.
All right.
All right.
Get up in there. Gentle.
Chico.
Guapa.
Wappa.
My bad. You can go again.
Whoa, no, he can't. Can't go again.
It doesn't matter. It's just a number. Just gives me more time to throw some fools out.
Ooh.
Either way, coming out the winner. Thanks, Nick. Like that.
Good luck. Can't pick more than once.
Well, confidence does not seem to be an issue for Damian Priest.
Kathy
heading
Kelly.
into tomorrow's Royal Rumble match. Someone who will be
Ralph,
keeping a
what's up,
close
man?
eye on that match. Please welcome my guest, undisputed WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew, I was hoping to get a quote from you on your first title defense against Sami Zayn tomorrow, as well as ask your thoughts on the participants in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, let's talk about the participants. We heard from some earlier tonight that were running their mouths. Former world champions like Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso. There's someone else out there talking a pretty big game who's never, ever won a WWE world title. Sami Zayn. He's not the same Sami that beat 11 straight times. No, he's had moment after moment. He's main evented a WrestleMania since then. But Sami Zayn will always be Sami Zayn and put his stupid foot in his stupid mouth. And you got yourself in an 8-man tag the night before. The biggest match of your life with some of the most dangerous men in WWE. Good job.
Alberto, what's up, man?
Here's something I want you to think about. And listen closely, because this is a threat. I will do whatever it takes to keep my title. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to take it from me?
Good question, Drew. Good question. Will Sami Zayn do what it takes to beat Drew McIntyre for the first time in his WWE career and win the WWE Championship for the first time in his career? Well, he'll have to get through an 8-man tag match tonight where he teams up with Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso to take on the Vision. Buddha, what's going on, man? Would have been cool if Edge came back to face Cena. Oh, absolutely, Buddha. That would have been epic, man. Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre match at Royal Rumble is going to be fire. Without a doubt, Buddha. Without a doubt. I've got to agree with you there. Ralph says, I don't know much about wrestling, Timbo. Ralph, that's okay, man. We're glad to educate you here, man. This is what we tend to do in the offseason. But, guys, don't forget, along with the WWE live play-by-play live streams here on Tim Reynolds Show, you'll also see some NASCAR content coming up here in the offseason of the NFL and college football. Normally, we're a big football show here. You know, try to keep up with a lot of other sports stories and stuff, too, guys. And, hey, guys, it's been a little bit of a rest and recovery week for your boy, trying to get the voice back and doing good. So we're going to get back into ramping up the content here on Tim Reynolds Show coming up next week with the start of the NASCAR season right around the corner. We will see the Clash on Sunday, which we will be doing live play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show, and we'll actually be doing the live stream on my computer. So it's going to be a little bit different of a live stream for you guys, and I'm really excited to get everybody's feedback as well, man. Buddha, thank you so much, man, for subscribing. Appreciate you, bro. I didn't think Cena's coming back. Yeah, King Goldust, he is retired officially. Christopher says, Drew versus Drew McIntyre? Christopher Sr. versus Drew McIntyre? Heck yeah, man. Matches on SmackDown. The matches on SmackDown have been good tonight. Heck yeah, man. They've been pretty dang good. Ego, what's going on, man? Yeah, The Miz finished second until Daniel Perter won, but then they signed Miz because his talent and should have won. Pewter was a major bust, without a doubt. Okay, thank you for reminding us there about that, Ego. I knew that Tough Enough series was pretty dope, but I actually thought it was The Miz that won it, not that Daniel Perter guy. But I guess he really didn't cut it out, didn't he, man? Okay. Appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. If you have any wrestling questions or any shout outs you'd like to make here on the live stream, guys, please hit me up with those super chats here on Tim Reynolds Show. And don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. If you guys would like to help support the channel in other ways, you guys can go sign up for channel memberships that are live on my YouTube channel right now. And on the top of that YouTube channel, you'll see a link there that you can donate any amount that you would like to help support the channel. Anything that you guys can can do to help support the channel here on Tim Reynolds Show, whether that's just hitting the like button and subscribing or hitting us up here in the chat with what you think. It really does help out, guys, with the super chats, the channel memberships, and the donations. It all goes to helping out the channel here and all the content here on Tim Reynolds Show, so I really do appreciate you guys. We're waiting to get back to Friday Night SmackDown here. It's been a very interesting SmackDown as we've seen things get kicked off with an exciting way to kick off the show here with Cody Rhodes, and then he was interrupted by Randy Orton, who was then interrupted by Jey Uso, who was then interrupted by Sami Zayn, and now all four of them are in a match tonight going up against The Vision, as we'll see Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul taking on these four men. And guys, just before the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble match, we'll see a big 8-man tag match tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Chris Jericho return to be dope.
Compete against each other in the Royal Rumble. Have you thought at all about if it comes down to you two in the final?
Look, Io and I, we understand that when it comes to the Royal Rumble, it's every woman for themselves. There's not really friendships. But we've also overcome a lot. So after the Rumble, we're still going to be friends.
We faced each other at WrestleMania and still became friends. We can handle the Rumble.
Ladies, you know, the real thing is cute and all, but ultimately it'll be your undoing. 友情ってさ、お互いを縛り付けて弱くするだけの鎖じゃん。私が見てるのは勝つことだけ。邪魔者全員ぶっ潰してやるよ。
あんたごちゃごちゃ言ってるけど、一個のことしか考えられないだけでしょ。
So we do agree on one thing. Your friendship's not any kind of danger because it's not going to come down to the two of you in the Rumble. Okay? It might be a different story though when we take those tag titles. Julia goes on to WrestleMania to become a triple champion.
You guys are getting a little ahead of yourselves.
I think you can say the same thing for you. I think you're all getting a little ahead of yourselves.
Oh boy.
When the Rumble
Nia Jackson, Last Legend.
Entering, so none of you stand a chance.
Look, whoever walks out as tag team champions, just know we got the winner.
That's right.
And now we've got a confrontation backstage with Last Legend, Nia Jax, Julia, the Women's United States Champion, and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. But ladies and gentlemen, looks like coming up next, we will see Charlotte Flair! Oh yeah, Chris, without a doubt, I do think Chris Jericho's making a return at the Royal Rumble. I really do. How to watch WWE tomorrow? Yeah, it will be on the ESPN Unlimited app, guys. So you've got to sign up and download that to be able to watch it, or you've got to somehow get it with your cable provider. You know, And introducing her tag team partner, she is Alexa Bliss! Boom, bam, boom, bam, welcome, Charlotte Flair, boom. I have a feeling the Vision and Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso, Randy Orton match is going to be off shenanigans, without a doubt.
Will be a part of a 30-woman over-the-top Royal Rumble match, where the last woman standing gets to choose which champion she'll face in a main event at WrestleMania. And it's interesting, Wade, Alexa Bliss looking to win her first ever Royal Rumble match. It seems like she's accomplished just everything else in her career. Charlotte Flair, on the other hand, the only woman to ever win 2 Royal Rumble matches, including last year's event.
Yeah, that's part of what I love about Royal Rumble matches. Of course, as you mentioned, these two have been laser focused on that red-hot women's tag division here in WWE, as have a lot of other women that we've just seen prior to this entrance. But the inherently individual pursuit of winning a Royal Rumble match and sending yourself to WrestleMania for that World Championship opportunity is really...
Jessica says John Cena. Heck yeah, let's go. Ego says, you got my number. I'd start talking some wrestling, talking football talk with you, Tim. Well, Ego, I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll be able to... Ego, I'd love to help you out there, man. Yeah. We'll have to try to figure something out, buddy.
So I'm your ally of convenience when Tess isn't around.
Riyadh, woo!
And here's Charlotte Flair on the mic.
We are 1 day away from the Women's Royal Rumble. And I gotta be honest, the women are at each other's throats. But the truth is, I'm winning the Rumble. I'm going to WrestleMania. And there's no one I'd rather have my back while I do it than my best friend, Lexi.
That's so funny, Charlotte, because I actually had the same plan.
Dude, I knew you'd be supportive. No, but I was going to dedicate my win to you.
Thank you, but no. What I was saying was I was planning on winning the Royal Rumble.
Well, how are you winning if I'm winning? I mean, I've won twice, so the odds are in my favor.
Right, but you have to remember, I made history too. I had the first WWE women's match in the Middle East. And I plan on being the first woman to win the Royal Rumble here in Riyadh.
No, I mean, that's awesome, and I think that's great, but I don't think you're listening. No, you've been a great tag partner, you're a great best friend, but tomorrow is every woman for herself. I mean, did you think I was going to help you win?
Ooh. Help me win, Charlotte. I don't need your help to win, but you don't need my help either. And I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this to my best friend, Charlotte. Not everything is about you.
Ooh!
Ouch. Well, that hurts. So you're saying if I turn my back, you're going to toss our friendship, you're going to toss me over the top rope?
Yeah, Chris, I do think Alexa Bliss could be the next WWE Women's Champion.
Are you going to toss me?
Ooh. Uh-oh! And it looks like this conversation between friends has been abruptly interrupted by the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan! And also the Prodigy Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez.
Two besties are fighting. We can't relate, but to be real, while you two are busy backstabbing each other tomorrow night, one of us three are gonna win the Royal Rumble match.
Oh, really? Hey.
I hate to break it to you, Liv, but
watch out for Liv.
The other two help you win isn't really a plan.
And if you think we're not friends, why don't you guys come down here and find out?
Ooh. And a huddle here by the Judgment Day. Uh-oh, and now the Judgment Day is heading towards the ring. Keith says, my girlfriend Alexa Bliss. You go, Keith. Uh-oh, and General Manager Nick Aldis says, not so fast.
Because that seems to be what everybody wants to do here tonight. And ladies, I know that the Judgment Day are not officially part of SmackDown, but I have a rule, and that is, if you step on this stage, you're volunteering to step in that ring.
Ooh.
Any two of you are going to face Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And we're going to get a referee out here because I don't want to wait. We're going to do that right now.
Right now? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves an in-progress will take on Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair in our upcoming matchup here on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Heck yeah. No, Ralph, yeah, man. I mean, you can't get performances and play-by-play like this on TV. But yeah, SmackDown's on TV, though. Keith, my man, I hope you're doing good, bro. Appreciate you coming back on the channel. Hope you're doing healthy as well, my friend. All right, Tim Reynolds Show, play-by-play, SmackDown, unedited, unscripted. There we go, brother. There we go. What's up, Casey? Yep, this is SmackDown. We are doing Royal Rumble tomorrow, Casey Fox. Appreciate you. All right, guys, it's definitely been a very interesting Friday Night SmackDown thus far. I got to be honest with you, man. Like, this is probably the best SmackDown we've seen in quite a while, and we're only about halfway through right now. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the Royal Rumble is tomorrow. Now, you know, something for me, guys, that it's worth mentioning. The Royal Rumble used to be one of those pay-per-views that was like so built up. I mean, maybe even overbuilt. You know what I mean? Because we would always know the storylines coming into this matchup. Not only that, the Royal Rumble used to be one of those premium live events that WWE would always have a ton of championship matches on. So the one thing that is sort of grinding my gears, if you would, for lack of a better term, and is bothering me as a WWE fan is that we need to see more matches on these premium live events. Like, honestly, I get it. With Saturday night's main event, you only have, 3 or 4 matches. Like, I get that. But when you've got the Royal Rumble, that's one of the big pay-per-views of the year for any WWE superstar. You need to have more matches, more championship matches at least. Because, yeah, I get it. A lot of those people are going to be competing in the Royal Rumble, but people back in the day used to do double duty all the time on these particular pay-per-views. So, for me, I would say you need to have a couple more championship matches on a pay-per-view, or I should say a premium live event like Royal Rumble, but that's just your boy here, Tim Reynolds Show's opinion. That's all. Yeah, listen, Joshua, I understand that. A lot of people believe it's Triple H, and this is the reality of it, guys. It's not Triple H. It's Triple H and a bunch of people that are making decisions with TKO and WWE right now. So for me, they're trying to manage because, they technically get more for their buck if they've got less matches on the card, because that means there's less superstars that they have to pay to be on the card. And honestly, that's what makes perfect sense on why they only have 4 matches on the Royal Rumble premium live event coming up tomorrow. And they've got 30 women they've got to pay. They got 30 men they have to pay, right? So they really only do 2 other matches because it benefits them financially. So I get that, but at the same time, it's like, that's not tradition though, man. So here we go. We are back in the ring here as this match gets started. Charlotte Flair and Roxanne Perez get us started here on this one. Oh, and Roxanne went for a cheap shot on Charlotte Flair. As we see Charlotte holding the leg here. Roxanne with those short arms can't swing at Charlotte. Charlotte, though, gets slapped in the face. And with the smile, now the queen sees Roxanne tag her teammate. And now Liv, trying to attack Charlotte, but Charlotte catches her with a right elbow. And now back in the ring as we see Roxanne Perez distracting Charlotte Flair. And the big clothesline from behind takes down the queen as Liv Morgan delivers a beat down here in this one. And now a kick to the gut here by Liv Morgan, and Charlotte Flair's in some trouble. So it's Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, the tag team, as we see Roxanne make the tag. She's now the legal woman here, looking for the double suplex here. Liv, and Roxanne stopped in a big reversal there with suplexing both women. Charlotte then makes the tag to Alexa Bliss. And now Bliss off the ropes. And sliding dive takes down both women of the Judgment Day. And now Alexa Bliss is in control as her and her teammate Charlotte Flair look to get a victory to build momentum here tonight, the night before WWE Royal Rumble. And then, from behind, a cheap shot by Perez taking down Alexa Bliss and now hammering down with those right hands.
Making a terrible call, forcing these women into competition just 24 hours before the Women's Royal.
So now grabbing up the hair of Alexa Bliss. Roxanne Perez in control here. Oh, and a nice kick to the gut to Alexa Bliss. And another kick to the gut. As we see Perez here working on Bliss. Throws her into the corner. And now kicks to the gut here to Alexa Bliss as Roxanne Perez delivers punishment. And now Liv Morgan looking for a tag here. Oh, and grabbing at the hair of Alexa Bliss with the referee's back turn. And the ref didn't see that as we see the tag made here. Liv Morgan now the legal woman in this match for her team. Bliss in the corner. Oh, catches a splash. And now Liv rolls through. Oh, and a knee right to the throat. And Alexa Bliss thrown down to the mat to cover here by Liv Morgan. And a kick out at 2 by Bliss.
Was the runner-up in the Royal Rumble. Last year, she spent 1 hour.
Oh, and a big right elbow, 2 elbows, and a knee, and the drop kick by Alexa Bliss, who's now back in this match. But wait a minute, Roxanne Perez trying to get in between, but oh, we see there on the side, and a big enziguri connects.
Liv Morgan with a big kick, dropping Alexa Bliss. That is where Raquel Rodriguez.
And Raquel Rodriguez interfering in this one, and now the cover, and a kick out at 2 by Bliss as she tries to distract and take down Bliss behind the referee's back as we see the replay there, tripping Bliss, knocking her down and setting up the enziguri kick there by Liv Morgan. So the numbers game already becoming a part of this matchup as Liv Morgan makes the tag. Roxanne Perez now outside the ring here, going after Alexa. And now, oh, thrown against the ring apron here as Charlotte Flair asks the referee to get some control of this matchup as we see the cover in the ring and a kick out at 2 by Bliss. Roxanne Perez trying to get the victory for her team.
Frustrated at sometime best friend getting an absolute whooping here at the hands of the Judgment Day, and knowing Roxanne Perez, things aren't going to get easy anytime soon.
So now we see here, going off the ropes. Oh, nice roll through. Alexa Bliss, though, counters with a drop kick, taking down Perez. And Ego, I'll get to your comments here in a minute, guys. I appreciate y'all. And now looking for a tag, but Perez able to take down Alexa. And man, Charlotte Flair almost slapped the referee as she tried to reach out and slap Roxanne Perez. And now Alexa thrown off the ropes and a big uppercut there from Perez. And now Roxanne in control, throwing Bliss into the ropes. And now Bliss hung up on the middle rope here. Off the ropes goes Perez and another diving forearm to the back of the neck. So now Roxanne makes the tag to Liv Morgan here. And now here we go in the corner. Liv with the kick, stomping Alexa Bliss, who's in big trouble here. And now the roll through and the drop kick by Liv Morgan in the cover here. And Bliss able to kick out at 2.
How Judgment Day feels about that. More on that in a moment as this tag team action continues.
I appreciate you, Joshua, man. Can we get 3 legends to join me with a $5 super chat? Come on, y'all. We got to show Tim some love and take some time out to entertain us. Dog, appreciate you, Joshua, man, with the $5 super chat. Helping us out here on Tim Reynolds Show. I appreciate you, man. And a beautiful suplex by Liv Morgan, who's looking for the 3 amigos here. And she connects and takes down Alexa Bliss. And now the Judgment Day in control. And oh, Liv Morgan with a cheap shot to Charlotte Flair. And now in the corner, we see Raquel and Roxanne battling and taking down Bliss as Charlotte Flair gets thrown out of the ring by the referee. And Charlotte trying to get the crowd into it here as Alexa Bliss tries to fight back in this matchup. Yo, Ego, what's going on? He says, see, Tim, this is why we need to team up. And also, in fact, the Rumble is going to be from 1 to 1.5 hours apiece. Yeah, Ego, believe it or not, man, we're going to have a special guest here on Tim Reynolds Show tomorrow. I got someone joining me to help with the play-by-play tomorrow for the Royal Rumble. So hope you guys will check that out with us. Back in the day, you only had 1 Rumble match, so we could see more matches on the card, and having takes up 2 most of the show, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Appreciate you, Ego, for your input, man. Now, Buddha says, I have a feeling during the Royal Rumble, Styles and Gunther and Punk is going to come out and help. Maybe, I don't know. I think AJ might be retiring on Saturday, guys. R.I.P. Eddie. Heck yeah, man. Eddie Guerrero was the shit. All right, guys, we are side by side right now with some commercials as we see, oh, man. And Liv Morgan makes the tag. Roxanne Perez now in this matchup. And Alexa Bliss as yet to be able to make a tag to her tag team partner, Charlotte Flair, since the beginning of this matchup. Charlotte started us out and made the tag here, and Bliss has taken a lot of punishment here from the Judgment Day. Yeah, ego without a doubt, man. Without a doubt, dude. I think it's kind of nice that the Rumble match takes as long as it does, because then you get to see everybody come out and really perform and do their thing at the Royal Rumble. All right, so here we go. Alexa Bliss now battling back as she takes down Roxanne Perez, and Perez makes the tag to Liv Morgan. Bliss right there, but can't get to her teammate as Liv Morgan laughs at Charlotte Flair. She's able to hit Alexa Bliss and stop her from making a tag here, folks. And now a kick to the back as Bliss tries to fight back here. And Liv Morgan on the prowl here with the right hands and now right into a headlock. And we see here Alexa Bliss in big trouble as Liv Morgan tries to keep the pressure on. She's got the headlock tight, locked in tight right now as she keeps Alexa Bliss away from her teammate in the corner.
It is more of the same with Liv Morgan in the Judgment Day, isolating Alexa Bliss from her corner. But Alexa finally creates some space. Can she make it to the tag with Charlotte Flair?
It has been a long struggle to get that tag to a very fresh Charlotte, a very frustrated Charlotte, and seemingly a further and further away Charlotte.
Liv trying to hang on. Off the blows by Alexa. Morgan rolls up.
And a cover here. Oh, rolled through by Bliss. Liv Morgan, another roll through. And both of these women rolling through here. And they've got a roly-poly-oly out here in the middle of the freaking ring right now. Holy crap. Look at them go. And now Bliss kicks out at 2.
Both women presumably desperately need a tag because Liv Morgan is stumbling around, clueless as to her balance.
And now Bliss battling back here, folks. And Alexa makes the tag to Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte with the boot to Roxanne Perez. And now up on the top rope, Flair looking to take out both Liv Morgan and Roxanne. And what a move with the crossbody. And now the crowd is feeling it here. And Charlotte with a chop to both women as she continues to blow past this team. And chops for you, and taking down both women as the crowd woos. And now here's Charlotte. Oh, ducking underneath the clothesline is Liv. Charlotte with the cartwheel clothesline, and it connects. And now Charlotte's fired up. But now Roxanne went for the crossbody. Charlotte catches her, and now throwing Perez. And oh my goodness, Roxanne is bleeding now at the face here, folks. And a big bump. And now, blood coming out the face of Perez and out the lip of Perez, I should say. And now here's Charlotte up to the top rope, looking for the moonsault here that could put this matchup away. And Charlotte looking to moonsault both women, and it connects. And what a move! The cover! And a kick out by Liv Morgan. And wow, it does look like Perez caught the bad end of that moonsault. As we see here on the replay, yes, the right knee landed right in that face where the blood was for Roxanne Perez. That is not a good move there. And hung up on the top rope. Neck first, the chin of Charlotte Flair. What a move by Liv. But now, Charlotte looking for the figure 4 leg lock. And kicking out of it, Liv with the enziguri. And now Charlotte able to get to her tag team partner. The kick knocks down Liv. And now the roll through neck breaker by Alexa. The cover. And Perez saves the day for her team.
Busted open moments ago. Back into the fray.
Natural selection effort there from Alexa Bliss. Did not quite get the job.
And now Perez, the legal woman here. Alexa, got caught. And now the double team there connects. What a move, the Russian leg sweep after the code breaker, but Charlotte Flair breaks up that 2 count. And now ducking underneath the Inseguri, Charlotte rolls through with one of her own neck breakers. And wait a minute, now we've got Raquel Rodriguez up on the apron and taking down the left knee. And wait a minute, there's Stephanie Vaquer with the super kick to Raquel, and the Women's World Champion is here in Saudi Arabia. And wait a minute, Bliss catches Roxanne Perez with the Sister Abigail DDT, the cover, and your winners in this tag team matchup, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And with a little assist there by the Women's World Champion, your winning team, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Because Raquel had raised hell throughout this match. Once again, that must have been the 6th time she'd inserted herself. But then with Raquel showing up, completely neutralizing Raquel, finally making this a fair fight. And it was that.
Buddha, aren't you right, man? A very, very good match, man. I'd give that one probably like a B+, an A-. Seriously, that was pretty dang good, to be honest with you. The Rumble is the best PLE by far, in my opinion. The style of matches, the mystery, the aspect that draws me in. And we got an interview backstage.
Jade Cargill, but tomorrow at Royal Rumble, you have the opportunity to secure a championship match against her at WrestleMania. How are you feeling heading into such a big night?
Kathy, everyone knows that the Rumble can change your life, and you never know who's going to walk out there. But I always bet on myself. When I win the Rumble at WrestleMania, I'm going to give Jade the reality check that she definitely...
Oh, and Jade Cargill attacking Jordynne Grace backstage. Oh, and Jordynne Grace responding as these two are brawling it out back. If this was earlier today on SmackDown, and Jordynne Grace would not stop beating down on the WWE Women's Champion after Jade Cargill initiated the attack. And now these two seem to be headed on a crash course to facing each other in what could be a WWE Women's Championship matchup. But guys, still to come later tonight, there'll be an 8-man tag match where we'll see Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso take on The Vision.
Oh, I'm always ready for this.
Axiom! Axiom! And ladies and gentlemen, the next match is scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, it is Axiom! And being accompanied by his tag team partner, Nathan Frazier, we see Axiom ready for action as the high-flying mass superstar looks to make a statement as he faces Johnny Gargano coming up next as Axiom looks to get the mask back from Johnny Gargano that he stole a few weeks ago. And ladies and gentlemen, now we're on commercial break, but welcome to Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. This is the SmackDown before the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble match. Heck yeah, guys. Appreciate you showing some love in the chat. Don't forget to please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's give a big shout out to one of our members, Joshua W., who's trying to get things going here with another super chat donation. And Joshua is asking the chat, can I get 3 legends to join me with just a $5 super chat? Question mark. Come on, y'all. We got to show Tim some love for taking some time to entertain us. Appreciate you, Joshua, for always being a a huge supporter here on the channel. What's up, Buddha? How we doing, man? He says, R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. What a legend. Absolutely, man. One of the long-lived legends there. Lost too soon. Bray Wyatt, man. Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez. That's right, Chris. We will see the WWE Women's World Championship on the line on Monday Night Raw coming up next week, when we will see Raquel Rodriguez get another shot at that Women's World Championship and another shot at Stephanie Vaquer. And we'll see which woman comes out on top on WWE Monday Night Raw. Dude, without a doubt, Buddha, without a doubt. Axiom's if you guys have not seen Axiom wrestle, you're in for a treat, man. If you guys are watching with me on here, man, I gotta tell you. Mr. Fulton, how we doing, man? Hey, Mr. Fulton, we missed you on American Idol, buddy, but hope you're doing good. Yo, Sai Shadow says you the GOAT. Dude, appreciate you, man. Not bad announcing. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate you, dog. Welcome to the channel. All right, guys, please don't forget, guys, to show some love here on the chat by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel. You guys can hit me up here on the live stream with those super chats if you got any football questions, any wrestling questions, or just any shout outs you guys would like to make. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, Buddha, without a doubt, man. I've been watching Axiom since they were back at NXT, and I got to tell you, man, they're making the tag team division, especially on SmackDown, very, very exciting. And I'm pumped up to see sort of an expansion and more development into how they have the SmackDown and Monday Night Raw shows. I think they need to start showcasing more of these talents. And, man, I've been trying to keep up with WWE NXT for a while now, and wow, guys. I mean, talk about underutilizing a lot of wrestling talent right now in the WWE. I think it's only a matter of time before we see NXT go to 3 hours, because they need to be able to get more of these guys TV time and more time to get in matches with people, because I gotta tell you, man, if you're a WWE superstar right now, unless you really wow a crowd and sort of, you know, go viral, if you will, or really pick up steam when it comes to popularity in the WWE, it's hard. It's really hard to get on the stage, to get in front of the TV cameras and be able to perform and get good matches on tape, good performances on tape. That's why I think it's so critical in this sort of WWE era that we're in. You have got to be multi-talented and be able to work with different egos and different people and different personalities if you're going to be able to make it in this industry as far as wrestling goes with the WWE. Mr. Fulton, hello, buddy. I hope you did well in your American Idol contest. We didn't get a chance to see you on the show unless they just didn't have you. And guys, speaking of NXT, we will see an NXT Championship ladder match coming up this next Tuesday in a 6-man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 7-man ladder match. Wow, that'll be interesting. Yeah, good luck to you, Mr. Fulton, in your future endeavors, man. What would be a good match if it was Kane versus Axiom at SummerSlam? Yeah, I don't think Kane's coming back anytime soon.
Johnny, what are you, Candice? Before your match, I just wanted to inform you that Candice LeRae, you are barred from ringside.
What?
I said Candice is
No,
barred from ringside.
we heard you. We heard you. Are they afraid of Candace? I think they are. They're afraid of her.
Judging by what I saw last week, actually, I'm more protecting you from her. That's another story.
That mask was a beautiful gift from my wife, and they weaponized it last week.
I am so glad you brought up the mask, because that was the other thing I wanted to tell you. If Axiom wins, he gets that mask back.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
What?
I'm absolutely
No,
serious.
no, he's not gonna win.
He wins.
Number one.
He gets the mask
No,
back.
no, that's stupid. That's a stupid stipulation, Nick.
I'm sorry, this conversation is over.
Did you hear my music? Did you hear my music? Oh my God, I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
So, ladies, introducing his opponent. He is Johnny Wrestling. He's Johnny Gargano. And Without accompanying him to ringside, Candice LeRae has been barred from ringside by SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. So tonight, in this one-on-one matchup, we will see the mask on the line here as Axiom has a chance to get his mask back if he's able to win this matchup tonight.
Candice LeRae inserted herself into the match. Now, this was several times. Axiom took the mask, put it on LeRae back to front, blinding her, and then she inadvertently punched her own husband, Johnny Gargano, causing the loss. How embarrassing for Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae over that damn mask once again. But LeRae had the last laugh, stealing the mask and absconding into the night with it.
Pickens, what's going on, man? What's up, Declan? I don't know what you want me to say about that, man. Yeah, Chris, I was actually going to mention that, man. We'll talk a little more about that in commercial break. What's going on there? Cyper Liz? Edits? Hope you're doing good. So now here, guys, in this one-on-one matchup, a nice arm drag takedown by Axiom, taking on Johnny Gargano. And Gargano here trying to battle out through this matchup.
Superhero. True story. Gargano now side headlock on Axiom. Now let's talk about Johnny Gargano.
And a nice roll through as Axiom gets right back into the headlock here.
The situation with Candice LeRae and the loss to Frazier. It really began for Gargano when he couldn't win the United States Championship from Carmelo Hayes. He has no partner.
And now off the ropes goes Axiom. Axiom again off the ropes. Gargano catches with the Hurricane Rana. And what a move by Axiom there, showing off the athleticism. And now off the ropes, Gargano able to counter the kick to the gut here. And now Gargano stops the momentum here. But wait a minute, a nice slide through by Axiom and then rolled through there by Gargano. And a kick out at 2 and right into a chop. Gargano now in control.
I think they're singing Johnny Gargano's name. The people of Riyadh are believers in Garganoism.
Well, maybe they will help.
Thank you. I've heard that quite a bit. Appreciate you there, Edits. So now Axiom up on the middle rope, got caught, but a nice arm drag takedown to Gargano and a beautiful enziguri drop kick. The one leg drop kick there and a kick out at 2. And Axiom showing off the athleticism here. What an amazing move there. And now a chop to the chest of Johnny Wrestling. And Johnny's in trouble here. Axiom trying to keep the pressure on. And now working on that left arm. And another chop to the chest. You can hear that one across the arena.
Nathan Fraser was happy to take it.
So another chop to the chest there. And now Johnny Wrestling is in a bit of a trouble here. And another, wait a minute, ducking underneath the clothesline. Gargano with the elbow to the back of the neck to Axiom here. And now Gargano takes down Axiom to cover a kick out at 2. Axiom back on the shoulders on the mat. He kicks up Gargano off the top rope here. Oh, and Axiom gets knocked down and right in the cojones as he lands on the top rope. Gargano now bouncing off the ropes, diving through, and he takes out Axiom outside the ring. And Johnny Wrestling has the momentum here. Can Gargano get the victory against Axiom here on Friday Night SmackDown? Well, we're going to have to wait to find out after these commercial breaks here on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys for hanging out on the channel. Hope you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and also hit me up here on the live stream with those super chats. Our boy Joshua W is still looking for a couple of legends to come on here and support the channel with a couple $5 super chats. So guys, if you're interested in the challenge, make sure you hit me up here right on the live stream with those super chats with any WWE questions, football questions, or any shout outs you guys have here tonight with this live play-by-play here for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Thank you guys hanging out on the channel. Also, if you guys are interested, we do have channel memberships on my YouTube channel. You guys can sign up for those, and also a link on the top of my YouTube channel is there for you guys to click to donate any amount that you guys would like to help support the channel, and any way you guys can choose choose to support the channel. Really does mean a lot here from Tim Reynolds Show as we're continue to grow here, guys. I want to be trying to do this by the end of 2026 full-time, so that means we're going to have to hustle and get a lot of content out for you guys. But hey, there's only so many live streams we can do here while your boy is still trying to work and pay the bills and stuff like that. But hey, we're growing one day at a time, one stream at a time here with you guys, and I appreciate you guys showing me all the love here on Tim Reynolds Show. All right. Who's going to win the Super Bowl in February? Like these questions in the chat. Yeah, Mr. Fulton, did see your big announcement. Good luck to you. Hopefully we'll see if you get the email back. We go here. We got Cyper Elizabeth Edits. I think I got that right. I'm sorry about that if I didn't. But who's going to win the Super Bowl? I got to tell you, I'm leaning towards the Seahawks, but the last time the Seahawks and the Patriots faced off in the Super Bowl, I think I was leaning towards the Seahawks that time too, and the Patriots were able to upset Russell Wilson and that Seahawks squad with the Legion of Boom on that defense as well. Man, Marshawn Lynch really should have got that football at the end of that game, huh? Yeah. Crazy. Probably one of the worst offensive calls in Super Bowl history when the Seahawks chose to have Wilson throw that football. He throws the interception to Malcolm Butler, who then gets the victory for the New England Patriots back in the previous Super Bowl that these two NFL franchises faced off against. So it's going to be a really interesting Super Bowl. I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks, believe it or not. Yeah, right? Well, way to go, Tim, right? But no, I mean, whether or not Sam Darnold is prepared for his first Super Bowl, especially with him being sort of a veteran now in the league, being with 5 different teams and now finally making it to his first Super Bowl. And then you got the young gun in Drake May, who has faced pretty much like top defenses throughout the NFL playoffs, and let's face it, he's struggled, man. He has turned the ball over, but he's also been able to make clutch plays to get his team the victory week after week in these NFL playoffs. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in that Super Bowl matchup. I think it will come down to both of those quarterbacks. Will we be watching the Super Bowl commercials? I think so, Mr. Fulton. What's up, Pickens? How we doing, buddy? All right, so now we're back into this one. It's Johnny Wrestling. Oh, catches an enziguri to the side of the head by Axiom, but thrown off the ropes. And oh, an enziguri of his own connects by Johnny Gargano. And now off the ropes here. Oh, and what a Spanish fly caught midair. The cover and a kick out at 2. And what a move there by Axiom. I thought he had Johnny Gargano put away. And now Gargano holding onto the ropes. Axiom with a kick up there. And oh, slamming down Gargano with that back superplex there. And a nice move, and Axiom in control here as Gargano rolled out of the ring. Uh-oh, Axiom now up on the top rope here. Oh, springboard moonsault as he takes down Gargano outside the ring and now throws him back in. Frazier rooting on his buddy on the ringside here. Axiom up to the top rope, looking to put this matchup away. The missile drop kick connects to Gargano. Axiom with the cover here. And a kick out at 2 by Johnny Wrestling. And Axiom was so close as we take a look at the replays. Axiom landed and hit the barrier after that moonsault with his back, hitting the side of the barricade, but he was able to get back into the ring and respond with a big missile drop kick, but a nice kick out there by Gargano. And now the left elbow here, Gargano twice to the side of the head. And now holding on the ropes, Axiom, kip up. Oh, and Gargano catches him this time with a super kick. And now, Gargano with the unique, combination pin suplex here. But a kick out at 2 by Axiom. What a move by Johnny Wrestling. But it was not enough to get the victory here. Easton, welcome back, man. I'm going with Roman Reigns in the Royal Rumble, I think, man. And yeah, Chris, you're right about that. Tommaso Ciampa arrived in AEW this past week, former Johnny Gargano's teammate. And now Gargano picks up Axiom, but now he's thrown into the corner, but catches Axiom with the boot. But Axiom responds with an enziguri, and now Gargano's in trouble as he's knocked out up on the top rope here. Axiom looking for a spinning neck breaker, and it connects off the middle rope. Gargano's in some trouble. Axiom trying to respond here, but wait a minute, Gargano. Oh! No way! Axiom barely kicked out at 3, and ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know how to explain this move. Axiom's upside down in sort of a reverse tombstone, and oh my goodness, Gargano almost ends up pinning Axiom. What a maneuver, and what a match we've got here, folks. And now Gargano looking for the momentum, looking to put this matchup away here on Friday Night SmackDown as he heads up to the top rope. This could be high risk here, and Axiom responds with an enziguri, and once again Gargano held up on the top rope here, and he could be in trouble as we see Axiom on the top rope. The Spanish fly connects! And ladies and gentlemen, that could be the beginning of the end for Johnny Wrestling. And Axiom sees the mask here. And you know what he's fixing to do here. And now, Gargano catches him with the super kick. And now Johnny with the roll up here. And now a roll through as he went for the tights. Gargano couldn't believe it. He ducks under the enziguri, and now Gargano ripping off the other mask of Axiom. And now Gargano mocking at the mask of Axiom here. But wait a minute. Johnny's distracted. He's not seeing what's happening. Axiom puts on the other mask behind Gargano, and then the super kick connects the cover here. And your winner in this matchup, Axiom! And I gotta tell you guys, what a good matchup, man. And there are some rumors out there because Tommaso Ciampa left WWE to join AEW that Johnny Gargano could be next. But folks, after seeing a matchup like this on SmackDown, I believe Johnny Gargano has a bright future in WWE. But how about Axiom getting the victory and finally putting this rivalry to rest as he gets his mask back? And now, Fraxium, the tag team, can move forward as they look to get back in contention for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And there is Ilya Dragunov out back.
Listen, you know me well enough to know I had nothing to do with that Miss BS.
Stop it now. You know, when he pushed me off, you were right there.
Oh, come on, man.
Literally, the next second, and I really don't know what to think about it.
You shouldn't think anything about that, bro. I mean, fine.
Listen, tonight I will go out, and I will fight Miss. And after I'm done with him, I'm coming for you. And I will get the same chance that I gave to you. And let me get one thing straight. I'm not asking for it. I'm expecting it. Friend.
And Carmelo Hayes trying to tell Ilya Dragunov that what The Miz claimed earlier tonight on SmackDown, where it was Carmelo who set up The Miz to help him last week on SmackDown, was not true. But Ilya Dragunov says, I expect to beat The Miz tonight and challenge Carmelo Hayes once again for the WWE United States Championship. But guys, coming up next, we will see AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, confront his opponent tomorrow at the Royal Rumble with his career on the line. He will talk to the ring general Gunther coming up here on Friday Night SmackDown. Ooh, Keith says, King, I want Oba Femi to win the Royal Rumble. Keith, let me tell you, man, Oba Femi is probably a future Royal Rumble winner, without a doubt. This year, I don't think so, man. I don't like that by WWE where they bring up these guys onto the main roster and sort of put them in the spotlight or give them a championship shot or even a championship, before they really earned it. Julia is one of these people, and look, I think Julia is a fantastic wrestler. What she can do in the ring is absolutely athletic and spectacular. But this woman doesn't really have the charisma or the mic skills that we've seen in front of the camera, which is why she has sort of a tag team partner or a speaker for her, a manager, if you will, right? And I thought it was way too soon for Julia to get called up, and immediately they give her a chance at the Women's United States Championship and put it around her waist, and now she's a two-time Women's United States Champion, which just really doesn't make sense to me. So as far as Obafemi goes, this guy's deserving, and he has done what's needed to be done to be put in the spotlight and be on the main roster of either Raw or SmackDown going forward. But to have Obafemi win the Royal Rumble this early in his career, it could have him, let's say, peak too early. And I think that's something to pay attention to. If you ask me, man, I think Roman Reigns is the guy to win the Royal Rumble because we haven't seen Roman Reigns in the championship spotlight in a couple of years. And what better way to run it back in Las Vegas than to have Roman Reigns in a title match at WrestleMania. Now, I don't know how the WWE Universe feels about that. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions here in the chat. Make sure you guys hit me up here in the chat on this live stream here. You can also hit me up with those super chats. I'm telling you, Joshua, I'd freak out too, man. I guess I wouldn't put my money on it, right? I'm not putting my money on Obafemi winning this match just because, not that he can't. He's definitely capable of winning the match. I'm just saying, for me, I don't see the storyline going that sort of way, right? Like, could you imagine if Cody Rhodes wins it for the third time? That would be pretty crazy to think about. There's also a couple other storylines to think about too. What if Randy Orton wins? I think everybody would love to see Randy Orton back in the main event at WrestleMania. There's probably a bunch of other guys. Heck, I wouldn't mind seeing Joe Hendry say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. So you never know, guys. The Royal Rumble is wide open this year. There's really no big sort of favorite when you head into this matchup, especially for the men. Now, when it comes to the women, guys, I think I'm rolling with the same person that I picked last year. I think Liv Morgan is the contender to win the Women's Royal Rumble this year. But I guess you never know until the surprise superstars come through. But I think Liv Morgan's probably a good bet to win the Women's Royal Rumble match here in 2026. And I think Roman Reigns is a good bet to win the Men's Royal Rumble match here in 2026 as well with the WWE Universe. I don't know what you guys have to say, but would love to hear your feedback here on the live stream with those super chats.
Man, I have to say, I love the outfit. Now, you have made a crazy impression since coming to SmackDown. Do you think you can use that to your advantage tomorrow in the Royal Rumble match?
Well, first thing first, cameraman, pan down and catch my lemon pepper steppers.
Ooh!
Let's talk about it. I mean, but come on, Kathy. I mean, you hear the people. They love Trick Williams all around the world. We went to Germany, and I put on a show. We went to London, and I put on a show. We went to Montreal, and I put on a show. Now we're here at Saudi Arabia. What you think I'm going to do? Shoot, you better subscribe to my website.
Keith, you're right about that.
www.worldwidewilly.com with a picture of me looking at you. Like this. You better subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe like all the people gonna subscribe to the Whoop That movement tomorrow.
Shawn Michaels says he's never seen a guy develop so quickly like Obafemi. Without a doubt.
On the main event of WrestleMania. Let's talk about it.
What's up, Susie?
Good luck tomorrow, Trick.
I really hope monetize your channel. Oh, thank you there, Susie. Big shout out. Appreciate that. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, introducing the phenomenal AJ Styles. Want none. They don't want none. They don't want none. All right. Obafemi's the quickest rising superstar. Shawn Michaels on YouTube. King Goldust, without a doubt. I'd have to agree with that. I would like to see Kelly back in the WWE. Chris, man, he wants the Diva era back, dude. What's going on, Tim? How we doing? Paige will return at the Rumble. Man, not Paige. I was never a big fan of Paige, to be honest with you. But no hate here. That'd be a pretty big pop, I imagine, if she returns. Chris Jericho, that's got to happen, right? I really do think Chris Jericho's got to come back in the Royal Rumble, man. That would be so freaking cool tomorrow, guys. But also, don't forget, guys, AJ Styles' career is on the line tomorrow as he faces the ring general Gunther at the WWE 2026 Royal Rumble. Buddha says he believes in JH. I would freak out if Roman Reigns wins, says Edits. Heck yeah, me too, Elizabeth, me too. Heck no, Cody Rhodes, says Keith. Heck yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. I would legit freak out if Oba wins, says Joshua. And he says I wouldn't bet on it either. Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Dude, I wish I could be an announcer for ESPN too, man. But hey, hopefully we get an email sent in or something. You know, maybe they'll catch my live streams and, hey, offer your boy a job. That'd be pretty cool, huh? Then I'll have to make sure I just do live streams doing something else or make sure I keep you guys up to date with what's going on. So here's AJ Styles fixing to talk on Friday Night SmackDown.
Welcome to SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built. I was in the area. I thought I'd stop by and say hello. I don't know if you guys know or not. I've got kind of a big match tomorrow at the Royal Rumble.
And the crowd here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, showing a lot of love to AJ Styles.
You know what? Some of you are a little worried about tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. I'm not.
Ooh!
In fact, I'm going to knock Gunther's teeth down his throat.
Oh, yeah. Tell us, Styles.
When I beat Gunther tomorrow, it starts the Phenomenal Farewell Tour. And then we get our one more times against Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
How about this one? One more time against the Viper, Randy Orton.
Ooh. Yeah, will AJ Lee be coming back? She did, Elizabeth. AJ Lee is married to CM Punk, and she's been back for a couple matches.
One more time against CM. Raw, AJ.
Oh boy, and it's the ring general Gunther interrupting the phenomenal one here on Friday Night SmackDown. The house that AJ Styles built. Dude, Keith, shout out, brother. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, AJ Lee might be in the Royal Rumble, Buddha. And the crowd here in Riyadh getting rowdy.
AJ, I appreciate you having that much fantasy about your future.
Ooh. Fantasy?
But none of what you just said is going to happen. Because deep down, you already know you made a mistake so severe that it's going to cost you your career.
Oh boy.
Tomorrow, at the Royal Rumble, I'm going to end your career.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to do it the same way as I did it to your little buddy, John Cena. I'm going to make you tap out.
Okay. Dude, Keith, you're one of a kind, brother. Shout out to you, Keith. Appreciate you, man.
You're real funny, Professor.
Ooh, Professor.
Because I think maybe it takes one to know one. Because last time I checked, you were the one that tapped out. Like a little bitch.
Oh, get him, AJ. Get him, AJ. Now Gunther throwing his coat off. And now we could be seeing some action here already. AJ telling Gunther to come into the ring. Step in the ring, Mr. Ring General. As Gunther hangs on the ring apron here. Tensions are rising, but Gunther backs down.
Gunther thinks twice. He wants to do things on his terms.
What's up, Bills Mafia? Welcome back. And what a statement made by AJ Styles. Gunther not happy about it, but Styles fired up and ready with his career on the line to take on the Ring General Gunther in a one-on-one matchup tomorrow at WWE 2026 Royal Rumble. And there's Shinsuke Nakamura backstage. Uh-oh.
Match last week. You see mine? What happened to you? You used to be the man, the king, strong style. Shinsuke, I knew would have beaten AJ Styles last week.
Ooh.
Maybe it's time for you to follow him on his way out. Ooh, I got it. The Shinsuke Sayonara Tour. What'd you think?
And Tonga with some big words.
Confidence finally here. But for me, you're still young punk. Bad boy Tamatonga.
Tamatonga, yep.
Anyway, I need to give you a gift. As Yasashi Senpai. そんなに会いてえなら明日あるよストロングスタイルに See me in the ring next week 来週な
It looks like Shinsuke will be taking on Tama Tonga, one half of the WWE's Tag Team Champions, next week on Friday Night SmackDown. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is a match scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, from Hollywood, California, he is The Miz! There's a price to pay. Trying for you get down on your knees. I came to play. Testify to the good old days. To play.
Well, it is put up for.
I came to say, so let's get out my way. So get out my way. I came to play. All right, what's going on? What's Friday Night SmackDown on, Tim? We got USA Network. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate you guys. And up next, The Miz will take on Eli Dragunov in our next matchup coming up here on WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And guys, we're still looking for a couple of legends in the chat to join one of our members, Joshua W., with the $5 Super Chat donation challenge here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to try to sign up, guys, for those channel memberships on my YouTube channel. And if you have any shout outs or football questions or wrestling questions here on Tim Reynolds Show, you guys can hit me up with those super chats here on the live stream. So who you got for the Super Bowl, says Ralph Hernandez. Well, for me, man, I think I'm leaning towards the Seahawks. I think it's going to be a good back and forth game. I don't see this one being a blowout because that Patriots defense has got a lot of playmakers on that side of the ball as well. But the Seahawks defense is the #1 scoring defense in the NFL. So we're going to see how this plays out. I think it's going to come down to the quarterback play, guys, and we'll have to see how Sam Darnold Gargano performs as the veteran in this matchup here at the quarterback position in his first ever Super Bowl, and we'll have to see how the young gun and Drake May performs as he's the leader in the quarterback there for that offense of the New England Patriots. So should be a pretty interesting matchup. That's right, legend. What's going on? And it came to play, says Buddha. Heck yeah, man. Buddha says Gunther ran away like a scaredy chicken. Cluck, cluck. Oh, get him, Buddha. Get him, dude. There we go. Roast him, AJ. Let's go. Heck yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, I appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget, we're getting ready to come back from commercial break here for this next matchup. Don't forget, guys, hit me up with those super chats here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Oh, look at this, Keith. I was not expecting this from you, brother. He says, I'm switching teams for the Super Bowl. I'm going for the Patriots. Dobbs and Gibbs are from Jacksonville. Well, look at that. Keith, who is, from my home state of Florida. He's representing Jacksonville here, and he's going with the team that's representing Jacksonville as well. As far as those two players on the New England Patriots, Keith making his selection for the Super Bowl here as he's going with the Patriots. And man, our boy Joshua's loving that. Keith is now my new best friend. Appreciate you, Joshua, man. And hey, while we've got Joshua here in the chat, guys, and we're on a commercial break, I would like to give a special shout out to Joshua W8083 here in the chat, guys. One of our members here on the Tim Reynolds Show, and a guy who has always been at the forefront of being in this chat, shooting us up with comments, and also a huge supporter of the channel. And I cannot let it not be known, just about every time we come on here and we see our boy Joshua W here, we want to give a big shout out to him and just say thank you, man, because you have been one of the best supporters of this channel here on Tim Reynolds Show. It means a lot to me, brother. I do appreciate it, guys. And hey, we're still going. Been a little bit of a slow night here with SmackDown, and I imagine that is because it was in Saudi Arabia, which means that SmackDown technically took place earlier today. This is not live by any means, but I do appreciate you guys still coming on the channel and making it fun for everybody, including me. And it does mean a lot to me, guys, that you come and show your support in any way that you can. And guys, it was announced this week as we see another video promo for your tribal chief, who will return for the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble match. Well, Elizabeth, appreciate you. Thank you for being a big supporter. And thank you, Joshua. Much respect to you, brother. Much respect, man. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. It's so cool when, when I first did this and started this channel, it was, it was a big, bold jump for me, man. If it wasn't for my wife, I don't know if I would have been able to make the jump to start doing this with you guys. And you know what? I'm really happy I did, because now I get to show off the talents that I really have, my passion for football, my passion for sports entertainment, wrestling. I did wrestling in high school. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play football in high school like I would have liked to, but definitely one of these things, man. Glad I get to show off my talents here on Tim Reynolds Show. So appreciate you guys. As we're waiting to get back to the matches here and get back to Friday Night SmackDown, please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show.
Now on WWE Shock.
And you guys got that right, man. Brock Lesnar will be in the Royal Rumble as well. Can't wait to see that. Well, look at that. Got a huge fan of the NFL. Bro, appreciate you there. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Miz's opponent for this upcoming match scheduled for one fall, he is Eli Dragunov.
From Moscow, Russia,
Ilya Dragunov.
And then what does Miz do? He tries to talk his way out of it and tell Ilya Dragunov that it was Carmelo Hayes.
Damn, Josh. That comment right there really got to me, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, Buddha. Hey, listen, Buddha, you are right on the mark about that, buddy. This has definitely been one of the better Friday Night SmackDowns we have seen in quite a while. I've got to admit that.
Of the highly experienced former world champion, The Miz, and maybe Mallow has decided, you know what? A little help from The Miz here and there could certainly help extend my United States Championship reign. Makes a lot of logical sense to me.
Yeah, you can twist anything the way you want to.
No, I'm going to keep a very close eye on Carmelo Hayes from here.
So Miz and Ilya Dragunov both will be a part of the Royal Rumble match tomorrow. Dragunov enters his first ever Royal Rumble match. For the Miz, tomorrow marks number 17, behind only Kane, who has 18 appearances in the history of the Royal Rumble.
Wow, guys, did you hear that? The Miz will take place in his 17th Royal Rumble. That means he's only one behind the career best Kane, who has 18 Royal Rumble appearances. And the Miz pushes Ilya Dragunov into the corner. The ref has to separate these two. And oh, what a big chop by the Miz. And Dragunov loves the pain and congratulates the Miz on that chop. And now Ilya Dragunov is fired up here. And a tie-up in the middle of the ring by these two men. The Miz with the side headlock here applied. And Ilya able to counter there. Now it's a test of strength here with both men. And now we see Dragunov taking down the Miz right into that arm lock. And holding down the left arm of the Miz, who's in trouble here. Dragunov really twisting that arm. And now the Miz in the corner. The referee has to break these two up. Oh, and now Miz ducks under a chop and gets out of the way right into another side headlock here. The Miz off the ropes here. And now Dragunov knocked down with the shoulder tackle. The Miz shoving the head of Dragunov down to the mat. And now off the ropes goes the Miz. Hopping over Eli and now, oh, wait a minute. Off the ropes again. Miz ducks under the clothesline. Oh, but catches a chop to the chest. And what a move there. Is it shocking the Miz? The power coming from Dragunov. And now we see here the big boot to the face of the Miz. And he could be in trouble here. Now in the corner, Dragunov with the kick, the knee to the gut. And now Dragunov with a big boot knocking down the Miz as he stumbles out to the ring apron.
When it comes to the pursuit of victory, I've never seen anyone quite like.
So the Miz is in trouble now outside on the ring apron here near the corner as Dragunov tries to pull the Miz up here. Looking for something. The Miz is in trouble. Looking for a possible suplex here. Dragunov. Oh, man, the Miz able to counter here.
Miz again.
Oh, and Dragunov knocked down off the middle rope as the Miz was able to grab the ankles. And Dragunov falls on his back after losing his balance. And now the Miz running off the ropes here. Oh, and a big boot knocking off Ilya Dragunov as he stumbles outside the ring over the top rope. Can the Miz continue his momentum and get the victory here tonight in this matchup on Friday Night SmackDown with Ilya Dragunov? We'll have to see after these commercial breaks here on Tim Reynolds Show with this live play-by-play here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's go. And I hope you guys are enjoying the live play-by-play here for Friday Night SmackDown. This has been one of our better Friday Night SmackDown shows that we have seen in quite a while here on Tim Reynolds Show. So it's been a joy to enjoy it here with you guys. I appreciate y'all. Dude, Keith, without a doubt, love your comment here, man. One of our moderators and one of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show. Dragunov is highly underrated. Without a doubt, Keith, without a doubt. And here here's actually some breaking news for you guys, or just some news maybe that you don't know of as I try to keep up with the news cycle with WWE. There's been a lot of reports that Dragunov is actually one of the tougher guys to work with, not because he's not a good wrestler or doesn't work well with others. It's because of how aggressive and how strong Dragunov really performs to the peak of his performance every single time he steps into the ring. So it can be a little brutal. He's like an old school brawler type wrestler. And to me, he reminds me of a lot of wrestlers that back in the day would really use their sort of brute strength or brute force of their moves to really show off their skills inside the ring. And most certainly you see that from Dragunov week in and week out, match in and match out. Christopher, retirement WWE wrestling? What? Christopher, you're a former wrestler? Well, Chris, we did get to see Mickie James in a Royal Rumble. I believe it was 2 years ago. And yeah, if you didn't know, Mickie James is officially retired as far as wrestling goes. So I don't think we will see her. All right, guys, just waiting to get back from commercial breaks here on Tim Reynolds Show. Ooh, Eli, without a doubt, Stone Cold is the greatest of all time in the modern day. I mean, hey, John Cena is one of those people in the contention for the GOAT conversation, but if you ask me, it starts with Stone Cold. And then I want, and I'm begging you to stay. Oh, yeah, yeah, boom, 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 baby. And guys, congratulations to CM Punk, who is your new WWE 2K26 cover athlete. Oh my gosh, Joshua, that is hilarious, bro. Oh, intimidate the Ultimate Warrior, Keith? That's so awesome, dude. All right, we're back in this matchup here in Dragunov, now trying to fight back against The Miz, and The Miz catches a boot to the chin here. Dragunov with a couple of right elbows, and The Miz catches a third, and he's in trouble. And now looking for a powerbomb here. Dragunov trying to pick up The Miz. The Miz slams Dragunov back first onto the mat. And now, going for a neck breaker here. Oh, it connects, and The Miz looking for the cover here. And a kick out at 2.
Miz has been the picture of composure and control throughout this match.
Heck yeah there, Adriana. We are definitely excited about the Royal Rumble. We will be doing live play-by-play tomorrow, guys, for the WWE 2026 Royal Rumble premium live event. We will be live here on Tim Reynolds Show, reacting and doing play-by-play for you guys. So hope you'll come check it out as The Miz insults Dragunov with kicks to the face, and Dragunov responds with an elbow, and now The Miz with an elbow of his own, and then an uppercut by Dragunov, and an uppercut by The Miz, and now these two exchanging blows back and forth with elbows to the chin. The Miz continuing to fight back, but now Dragunov with 3 elbows and a chop, and another spinning punch, this time to the gut. And, oh, wait a minute, The Miz able to counter with a chop of his own, but a response as we see Dragunov connect with that enziguri to the side of the head of The Miz. And now Dragunov in control here as he looks to put this matchup away. The Miz from the corner here catches a big chop, and you can hear that one. And now bouncing head first off the top turnbuckle. Another chop to the chest of The Miz. Yikes.
Nothing is off limits inside that.
And now throwing The Miz off the top rope again. This time The Miz ducks under the chop and lands one of his own. And Dragunov is fired up and he loves the pain. And another big chop, this time over and over again to the chest of The Miz. And he's taking a beating here in this match. And Dragunov in control, but he catches a boot from The Miz. And now The Miz goes for the clothesline. Dragunov ducks underneath, but catches a couple of back elbows for his trouble. A nice counter by The Miz. And now Dragunov rolling through the ropes and a clothesline. A nice clothesline there, the cover. And a kick out at 2 by The Miz.
You know you have to go through hell if you're ever going to beat Ilya Dragunov, and here's just one of the many...
What's up, Tim? We've only got one more day of the NFL, the Super Bowl, coming up next weekend, guys. We will be doing live play-by-play. Now, The Miz is in trouble. Oh, and a nice German suplex, perfectly landed by Dragunov. And this is one of the most sadistic move combinations here, as Dragunov keeps the hold locked in and waits till his opponent struggles to get back up and plants him with another German suplex. And now once again, Dragunov with the hands locked. The Miz able to counter. A couple of elbows to the side of the head, but Dragunov picks up The Miz and slams him down. And what a move there by Dragunov. And now, this man fired up here as The Miz is planted in the middle of the ring. Can Dragunov get the victory here? And he was going for the H-bomb, but a DDT from The Miz connects instead. And a kick out at 2. It looked like Miz was going to pull off the win. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see the welts coming across the chest of The Miz after the brutal beating he suffered here by Dragunov. But The Miz still has some fight left in him as he tries to put Dragunov away here to get the victory. Can The Miz pull it off here, folks? And Miz looking for skull-crushing finale. And Dragunov able to counter with a couple of back elbows. But The Miz now with the Miz kicks to the chest. The Miz continues the pressure, but Dragunov grabs the leg of The Miz. The Miz with the right hand, though, went for the enziguri, but he misses and now thrown into the corner. Miz looking for a clothesline, and it connects.
As we get in the deep waters of this one, if you say who's the fresher man, you have to say The Miz. And I did not think I would be saying that this evening. Yeah, Miz has been superb tonight.
Yeah, very impressive.
So now The Miz are going up to the top rope, and that was a mistake, and a slap to the face by Dragunov. And he means business heading up to the top rope here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And now looking for the superplex here, but The Miz fighting out of it.
Looking for a superplex. Miz with some body shots.
But wait a minute, now Dragunov fighting as well. And The Miz grabbing at the eyes of Dragunov here. And hung up on the top rope is Dragunov as The Miz pushed him off after gouging at the eyes. Now The Miz in control here. Up on the top rope. And what a headbutt out of nowhere from Eli Dragunov. Are you kidding me? And the H-bomb connects the cover. And the Mad Dragon gets the victory. Your winner, Eli Dragunov.
But Dragunov in the end with a physical win.
Yeah, Miz was absolutely superb tonight, but you're right, Dragunov with me.
And Dragunov with momentum will look to challenge Carmelo Hayes for the WWE United States Championship sometime soon. But way to build on a victory here. But wait a minute. Here's the MTFs. Or MFTs.
I told the whole wide world exactly what I was going to do. And I didn't. I took your lantern, and as you can see, I took your tag team titles. And I took everything that you love away. I promised my men gold, and like I said before, I'm a man of my word. But these tag team titles, they're not for me.
tag team titles are for my family. But the job is not done yet, because tomorrow I am going to win the Royal Rumble, and I am going to bring back the undisputed WWE.
Uh-oh. And the Wyatt Six interrupt the broadcast.
You think you've won? But you're wrong. You think you've hung us out to dry. But you're mistaken. And severely underestimating the weight of sacrifice. Our lantern and the tag team championships will come back to us. And when they do, the millions of fireflies around the world will illuminate your insecurity. We will not only come back for what is ours, but ensure your greed is your demise.
And what a message there by the Wyatt Six.
We now turn our attention to tomorrow and the road to WrestleMania beginning with the Royal Rumble on the ESPN app. It gets underway at 2 o'clock on the East Coast of the United States, 11 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. And someone's going to punch their ticket to WrestleMania.
Yes, it's going to be a packed night of action, including the men's Royal
And that's right, guys. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we'll see the 30-man Royal Rumble match at the WWE 2026 Royal Rumble.
We heard a defiant AJ Styles. He said tomorrow night will not be the end, just the beginning of a year-long retirement tour. The career killer Gunther says, it's over for you tomorrow at the Rumble.
Heck yeah, Sheldon. Definitely ready for the Royal Rumble tomorrow. And we've also got the 30 women Royal Rumble match. And which one of these women will come out on top to punch their ticket to the main event?
And the undisputed WWE Championship will be up for grabs. The Scottish.
That's right, guys. We will see the WWE Championship on the line as Drew McIntyre takes on Sami Zayn, and Zayn will look to get his first victory against Drew McIntyre in his WWE career.
Championships.
Heck yeah, what's up, Cyber Elizabeth? Charlotte Flair for me, says Sheldon. Okay, nice, man. Doing good, broski. Appreciate you, Sheldon, coming back. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for our main event of the evening. And introducing first for this next match scheduled for one fall, accompanied by the WWE Hall of Famer, Paul Heyman. It is Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Braun Breaker, the Vision!
Austin Theory, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, the Vision!
Less than 24 hours from these four men stepping into the Royal Rumble.
Look at that. Donaldson says Jey Uso for me tomorrow. All right, Keith. Appreciate you hanging out here with us, brother.
Cody, Randy, Sammy, Jay against the Vision. It is next.
All right, guys, so as we get ready for the main event here on SmackDown, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Damian Carter? Says, I'm going to be real with y'all. Believe that Jey Uso hate is forced, But when he's in the ring or in the arena and his music hits, everybody loves him. But online, everyone hates him. Yeah, that tends to be what happens in the WWE nowadays, right? We've seen the same thing with John Cena recently, right? What's going on there? We've got Star Dashians. What's going on, man? Hey, Tim, and appreciate you being in the chat here with us. Elizabeth says it likes Jay as well. Sheldon says I've always liked Jay. So, yeah, without a doubt, man, like, this is the thing. If you guys have not seen the Usos together over the years before Jay went on this singles run that he is on, the Usos have always been great to watch. They've been really good in front of the mic, really good at improvising and creating really good storylines. And that's what we see from Jey Uso, man. This guy can literally compete with just about anybody inside the ring with what he does, but the charismatic side of him, the character, the way he's able to get a crowd bumping is definitely a thing that not everybody has. Jey Uso has that pop from the crowd just about everywhere he goes. So you know what? Haters are going to hate on the internet, guys. There ain't no stopping them. But you know what? Karma's a real thing, guys. So for all those haters out there, for all the internet trolls and haters there for WWE superstars, or even guys like me here trying to start a YouTube channel, just know that negative energy and that bad karma is going to come back on you, man, because guess what? Karma's undefeated and definitely ain't going to be beat anytime soon, man. So the Usos theme song was fire and a banger. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Isaac, welcome back, man. What's going on? Hey, Tim, how do you feel about the head coach and OC and defensive hires in Baltimore, along with New York and Cleveland, taking all of our staff? It's good clean out, but the Giants and Browns are making a mistake. Yeah, I don't know about the Giants, Isaac. I like the Harbaugh signing for the Giants. They need a guy like that with a lot of experience, in my opinion, to come in and sort of like get the culture the way it needs to be with the New York Football Giants there. So I like that hire, believe it or not. But the Browns one, yeah, man, look, earlier today, I was trying to work on some content of really talking about the new head coaching hire for the Cleveland Browns, and offensive coordinator Todd Monken, the former offensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens, is now their new head coach. And when you look at it, it's like, I think the Cincinnati Bengals are pretty happy by seeing that, because now when they look at their head coach, Zach Taylor, they're probably not the worst off team now with the new head coach. I think Todd Monken, he's a great offensive-minded coach, but whether or not he's going to be a good head coach, that's sort of wait to see. Now, what I was surprised is that the Cleveland Browns didn't go with Jim Schwartz, their defensive coordinator, as their new head coach. That was a little surprising to me. And guys, we see the reel here in the highlights for Alba Femi, who will be in the Royal Rumble match tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please, ladies and gents, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we're yeeting here in Saudi Arabia. Oh, as the people here in Riyadh are up out of their seats, as we see introducing first for the opponents of the Vision in this 8-man tag match. Introducing first, he's one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions. Main event, Jey Uso! It's in my head, they come to me, they understand, they talk to me. Voices in vision designed to keep you safe. When the rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. The voice that is forsaken, it's a lie and lots of hate. The voices in the garden designed to keep you safe. I hear voices crying, I hear the devil sighing, I see angels crying, rising. I hear voices in my head, they come to me, they understand, they talk to me. And introduce introducing his tag team partner. He is the legend killer, the Viper, Randy Orton. And as he makes his way down to the ring here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the crowd is enjoying the pop of the entrance music here from the WWE legend killer, the Viper Randy Orton. And look at that, all the young fans getting to get an up-close, personal appearance here of the Viper Randy Orton. I heard the Browns coach was passed over and snubbed for being the head coach. They thought the front office would screw itself, and yeeks. Isaac, you ain't lying about that, man. You ain't lying about that right there, bro. As a Giants fan, Isaac, y'all made a mistake letting him go. Go Giants, pumped up, hired him. There you go, there you go. Appreciate you representing your team here. Cowboys got some good coordinators. Sheldon, probably first time you've been able to say something nice about the Cowboys this offseason. What's up, number one Jags fan in the chat? How we doing? Appreciate y'all. Yeah, here we go. Main event, Jey Uso. Heck yeah, let's go, let's go. Randy Orton, definitely a baller. Isaac says, I heard the Browns coach that was passed over, snubbed for the head coach being said the front office screwed itself. Yeah, unfortunately. Chris, I would like to see Lena come back with her husband, Rusev. That'd be pretty cool. What's up, Chris? How we doing? Welcome back, man. Carson, what's going on, brother? This is on USA Network, Friday Night SmackDown. Heck yeah, brother. Welcome back to the channel there, brother. Ego Hardball is the exact same situation he was 2 years ago, never got a ring, and now he wants a younger version of Henry and Lamar. Isaac, let me say this to you, though, bro. Lamar Jackson doesn't get enough criticism for not coming up clutch when he needs to. Think about it. If you put a running back like Derrick Henry with a lot of these other elite quarterbacks, they're probably in the Super Bowl right now if Derrick Henry's on any of these other teams with these top quarterbacks right now. But Lamar Jackson, I think, needs to be held to a different standard because he's the one who's not being really mature or showing quite a bit of leadership or as much of leadership on the field as he needs to, and take accountability for the mistakes that he's made. And let's face it, he's not come up clutch in the playoffs in this time playing in the playoffs throughout his career. So I think this is more of a referendum on quarterback Lamar Jackson than it is on head coach Harbaugh, because let's face it, Harbaugh is still one of the best coaches in the NFL, ego aside. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing another one of their tag team partners. He is the number one contender for the WWE Undisputed Championship, Sami Zayn! Let's go. And yeah, man. What's going on, Carson? It's on USA Network. And oh no, we've already got a brawl out here, guys, as the Vision attacks the three members of this tag team. And Cody Rhodes is now coming down to the ring. And Rhodes making a run for it here. And now the Vision trying to get the early attack on this match. Logan waiting for Cody. And Logan catching right hands from the American Nightmare. And the uppercut connects. And now we've got different guys battling it out in this one, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. This one's going to be a little hard to call. And now Jey Uso with the right hand in the middle of the ring of Bronson Reed. And oh no, the big right hand knocks Reed outside the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Sami Zayn taking off the jacket. Jey Uso dapping up with his former Uso bloodline brother. The Usos over the top rope take out the Vision. Sami Zayn and go flying, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now Rhodes and Orton, it's their turn. But man, of course, we're going to commercial break. Yikes. What the heck, man? What the heck? Hey, dude, you know, Isaac, I like what you're saying there. It's not ever one person's fault. It's always the team's fault in general or everybody's fault. I like what you're saying there, man. I appreciate your passion, brother. I'm from Cleveland. I like our head coaching hire. I hate that we're going to lose our DC Schwartz. Yeah, Chris, I really hate that for you as well, man. I really do, man. What time's the Royal Rumble tomorrow? Thank you, Carson. Yeah, tomorrow the Royal Rumble will be at 2 p.m., we'll be doing live play-by-play for all of the Royal Rumble here on Tim Reynolds Show, so don't forget to join us, guys. Yeah, and you can watch it. It's on the ESPN Unlimited app. Unless you already have ESPN Unlimited with your cable provider, that is how you will be able to watch it tomorrow, guys. So don't forget to go check that out on the ESPN app. And if you don't have that, guys, just come hang out with us here on the channel, and we'll give you all the best play-by-play you guys can enjoy. So we see here Sami Zayn starting things out with Austin Theory. We do have some commercials, as right now it's sort of side by side as Austin Theory is now attacking Sami Zayn, and he's in a right headlock here on SmackDown. So appreciate you guys. Can't lie, maybe I'm a homer, but I like Paul. Chris, I think Paul's got a good shot, man. He's been getting better and better inside the ring without a doubt. Heck yeah, Elizabeth, of course you could be friends with me, man. I'm always open for making new friends, man. Buddha, adrenaline in my soul. Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you, man. Sammy's theme song's pretty badass. I agree with you there, bro. I agree with you there. Tim, are you doing the Pro Bowl game? Chris, you know, I haven't decided, man. I really haven't. It's actually pretty funny. I don't even know when the Pro Bowl game is, to be honest with you. And guys, we've actually got some big breaking news that I have yet to mention here on Tim Reynolds Show. But what we're seeing here is, looks like Ava, who's the general manager of NXT, has decided to walk away from the WWE, as she will not be signing a contract extension, so which means NXT is going to have a new general manager starting this upcoming Tuesday. And now Jey Uso and Braun Breaker are the legal men in this match, as Jey Uso gets a big right hand on Braun Breaker as we get ready to get back to this matchup here, folks.
Matchup, Jey Uso right now in control of Braun Breaker of the Vision. Tag made. Here comes the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody has to win the
So Cody now with the tag, and he's on the attack now on Braun Breaker.
He can win the Rumble and then choose to face the champion at WrestleMania.
Cody, the biggest star in the industry, just lost.
And now Sami Zayn with the tag, and he's got a right hand onto that right arm or left arm of Braun Breaker here in this one.
A lot of people looking to win the big one. You are owed nothing by this industry. Form goes out of the window.
Now Cody Rhodes, the legal man, here in this one.
Just like Jey Uso did.
And yeah, I got to be honest with you guys. I don't think we'll be doing the Pro Bowl games here on Tim Reynolds Show. And now look at Cody Rhodes looking to make the tag on Randy Orton. But wait a minute, Braun Breaker counters with a kick to the gut. Rhodes hangs up on the ropes and answers with a kick and a right hand to Bronson Reed. But wait a minute, there goes Breaker with the speed and clothesline takes down Cody Rhodes. Look at that, we got a lot of yeets in the chat. Let's go. Carson can't believe it. Flacco and Sanders are both in the Pro Bowl.
division earlier today, and I said, listen, if it comes down to say Logan Paul and Braun Breaker, you can't tell me Logan Paul is going to sacrifice himself with a main event opportunity on the line at WrestleMania.
And now a double team by both Bronson Reed, who splashes onto Cody Rhodes, and then Braun Breaker, a moonsault of his own, a standing moonsault, the cover here, and a kick out at 2 by the American Nightmare.
As Michael Cole's carcass gets squashed in front of the world tomorrow night at the Royal Rumble. So be very careful what you say around the video.
Chris, you're right about that. Falcons have a new head coach. Little surprised by that hire, to be honest with you. And a big right hand to Austin Theory by Cody Rhodes, but now Theory answering with right hands of his own in this matchup. And Buddha rooting for the Viper. What's up, Roy? How we doing, buddy?
Aggressive pursuit since he joined Heyman in the Vision.
And now the referee trying to get Austin Theory off of the American Nightmare. And now Austin Theory right back on top here as Rhodes is trying to battle out. The tag made, Bronson Reed now the legal man in this match. As we see Reed with the right elbow taking down Rhodes here to one knee. Rhodes now dropped to his bottom after getting smashed and hammered down with right hands and a stomp by Bronson Reed. And now Reed taunting the other competitors there in their corner. And now Rhodes spills outside of the ring here, and we see Reed trying to pull Cody back inside the ring, and he does. Reed makes the tag here. Logan Paul, now the legal man. Rhodes, with a knee to the gut. And now Logan Paul, the legal man here as he keeps the pressure on for his team with Paul Heyman watching at ringside. And a couple of stomps here by the Maverick as Logan Paul continues to keep the pressure on. And now, nice combination move into a slam. What a move there by Logan Paul. And that's called talent right there, folks. And now we see here a unique cover by Logan Paul. And now arguing with the referee. And now we see Rhodes trying to get to his corner. Logan grabs the leg of Rhodes, makes the tag. Breaker now in, taunting Rhodes. And now picks him up and slams him down to the mat, lifting him up and over his head. And look at that, Breaker taunting Randy Orton in the corner. And Cody Rhodes needs to make a tag to his teammates. Oh, Buddha, you right about that, man. Oh, thank you, Carson. Appreciate you, buddy.
Three members of the Vision say they're going to help him win.
Yeah, you're doubting a side, let's say.
So we see here, in the corner, Cody Rhodes in trouble as we see Austin Theory make a tag, but Rhodes is battling back here, but Theory drags Rhodes outside of the ring and throws him into the barrier. And now Jey Uso right behind Austin Theory, but will they be able to win this 8-man tag match, or will the Vision be able to dominate with them working well as a team here in this one? We're going to find out after these commercial breaks. Yeah. All right, guys, we've got a new poll up here for this main event matchup. Don't forget to go get your votes in. What's going on, man? Brother Landon says grab the camera for Lamar Jackson in it. Boom, baby, we've grabbed the camera. There you go. Who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble tomorrow? Says Aiden. What's up, brother? Welcome to the chat. I'm going with Roman Reigns in the men's Royal Rumble match, and I'm going with Liv Morgan in the women's Royal Rumble match. Now, I will rethink my decision by the time we get to the Royal Rumble tomorrow. We'll be doing a little bit of a pre-show here on Tim Reynolds Show, and we'll also have a special guest, which is going to be pretty interesting and pretty cool. So we'll be doing sort of commentary here tomorrow with the Royal Rumble, which I'm very grateful for. To be honest, it's a new friend I've made at my current job that I'm at, and honestly, this is really, really cool because I have not been able to make a lot of friends when it comes to the WWE world, and far as wrestling world and stuff like that. So tomorrow, especially with a Royal Rumble match where there's a lot of stuff going on, it's going to be really nice to have someone to be able to bounce commentary off of doing that tomorrow. So it's going to be really cool, man. Does it cost extra to watch the Royal Rumble tomorrow? No, Carson. If you're already signed up for the ESPN Unlimited app, you should be able to watch it. I think it does cost money. I've got to pay a bill to have it on. To be honest with you guys, you know, your boy pays quite a bit every single month to make sure I have all of the streaming services and the channels that I need to be able to stream these games and stuff like that with you guys. You know, all to watch all the WWE ones. You know, you got to have Netflix for Monday Night Raw. You got to have cable for Friday Night SmackDown. You got to have Peacock for Saturday night's main event. You've got to have, for football, you got to have Amazon. You got to have ESPN. You got to have basic cable for those other games as well. Netflix for the Christmas games. You know how it goes, right? For NASCAR, same thing. So you just got to make sure, you know, we're keeping up to date on those things. And that's why it's important, guys. If any of you guys can help support the channel in any way with either donations, you can click the link on the top of my YouTube channel to donate there if you guys sign up for channel memberships. Or you can also help out here and support the channel by hitting me up with super chats here, guys, with any wrestling questions, football questions, or shout outs that you have. And we're back to the action here as we see Jey Uso and Sami Zayn trying to help get Cody Rhodes back into their corner here. But it's to no avail as the Vision continues to keep the pressure on here in this 8-man tag team match. And now Logan Paul is the legal man here in this matchup. And now in the corner, the splash misses by the Maverick Logan Paul. And now he makes a quick tag to Bronson Reed. Cody Rhodes is in some trouble as we see, it's Braun Breaker who gets hit with a suplex. Rhodes now will face Austin Theory who makes the tag. And we see Theory ends up hitting the floor mat after Rhodes moves out of the way from that elbow drop. And now Bronson Reed takes out Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. But Bronson Reed now turns his focus on Rhodes, but Rhodes rolls out of the way. Reed misses with the backsplash, and now the Viper is ready to get into this matchup here, folks. Will we see the tag's made? Orton's in, the clothesline to Theory. Randy feeling it, another clothesline to Austin, ducking under the clothesline, and a classic body slam from Orton, and he's feeling it, folks. And this man is fired up here as he throws Austin Theory outside the ring on the ring apron. And Randy looking for the DDT, and it connects to Austin Theory. And the Viper is rolling here, folks. And he's feeling it. Are you ready? Because the Viper is ready as he pounces on the mat. He's looking, but wait a minute. The Maverick Logan Paul takes out Randy, and Sami Zayn's right there to help his teammate, and now throwing Logan Paul over the top rope. Sami Zayn, though, attacked by Braun Breaker, who throws him over the top rope, and then Jey Uso throws Braun Breaker over the top rope. Bronson Reed throws Jey over the top rope, and now Cody trying to do the same, but he gets stopped, and now Bronson Reed stumbles over the top rope, and Austin Theory throws Cody Rhodes over the top rope. What is happening? And wait a minute, Austin going after Orton with the RKO out of nowhere. Theory down 1, 2, but Logan Paul breaks up the count. But wait a minute, Jey Uso with the super kick. It connects, but now Breaker, with the knees to the gut of Uso. And now wait a minute, there's Cody Rhodes. Rhodes looking for Crossroads to Braun Breaker, but takes down Rhodes. And now Cody in trouble, but Sami Zayn in the corner. Reed, oh, Sami rolls out of the way. Bronson Reed's in trouble. Sami Zayn with a DDT from the middle rope. And now, Bronson Reed's right where Sami wants him. Can Zayn get the victory for his team here? Zayn, gets grabbed by Drew McIntyre. And the bell has rung as the WWE Champion attacks Sami Zayn, throwing him into the ring post head first. And now thrown back into the ring, McIntyre is here to make a statement. Oh, thank you, Joshua. I appreciate you, brother. And now we see McIntyre getting into the ring here. Sami Zayn's in trouble, but wait a minute. Oh no! It's the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu! And he's looking to go after McIntyre, and he attacks him from behind! And now McIntyre taken out by Jacob Fatu, who dives through the ropes. But wait a minute, there's Cody Rhodes, and Cody dives to take out the Samoan werewolf. And now Rhodes throwing Jacob into the steel steps. Oh my goodness, but wait a minute, McIntyre throws Rhodes into the steel post. And now Drew McIntyre looking to make a statement here. Cody Rhodes is in trouble. And now McIntyre could be looking for a Claymore here. The American Nightmare is helpless. Watch out, Rhodes. Watch out, Cody. But wait a minute, Sami Zayn with the Hallula Kick takes out the WWE Champion. Sami Zayn with the statement there, the Hallula Kick. And now Sami Zayn looks down at the WWE Championship, the only title that's eluded him throughout his WWE career. Will we see Sami Zayn become WWE Champion tomorrow at the Royal Rumble? But wait a minute. Rhodes and Zayn grab the championship at the same time as these two friends look at each other. But wait a minute, a spear from Braun Breaker to both Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. And that's the way we end Friday Night SmackDown. Oh my goodness. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big shout out here to our boy Joshua W. He says, "Good night, Tim. Great stream, but I've got to go. Hope one of the legends in the chat can help me out by supporting mine and everyone else's favorite sports YouTuber, Mr. Tim Reynolds." Dude, appreciate you, Joshua, man. Big shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Let's go. All right, guys. Wow. What a fantastic Friday Night SmackDown that was. I've got to admit, guys, that's probably the best Friday Night SmackDown we've seen in quite a few weeks here as far as WWE programming goes. But what an incredible Friday Night SmackDown it has been here on Tim Reynolds Show. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out here for this live play-by-play here for WWE Friday Night SmackDown here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. And guys, it's been an incredible live stream here with you guys today. I really do appreciate you guys showing so much love here on the channel. And what a Friday Night SmackDown it was, guys. As we see, we started the same way we ended the day, the SmackDown here on this one, as we seen Cody Rhodes open up the show. And then he was interrupted by the Viper Randy Orton shortly thereafter. And then he was interrupted by main event Jey Uso, who was then also interrupted by the #1 contender to the WWE Championship, Sami Zayn. And these four men would have to take on the Vision in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown after Paul Heyman and the rest of the members of the Vision would come out and interrupt all of these four gentlemen and superstars superstars to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. But we would see an epic main event where Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker would lead a fantastic main event match and onslaught against Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. Talk about one hell of a team, am I right, guys? But this match would be spoiled by the undisputed WWE Champion as Drew McIntyre once again gets involved in other people's business and tries to make a statement here, taking out not only Sami Zayn, but other members of his team here in this main event of Friday Night SmackDown. But it would be Sami Zayn who got the upper hand, connecting the Halula kick to the WWE Champion. And as we seen Sami Zayn go to grab the title that was in the middle of the ring, we would see him and his friend Cody Rhodes grab the title belt at the end of the night at the same time, which ended Friday Night SmackDown that way, or at least we thought, until we seen a huge spear from Braun Breaker to end Friday Night SmackDown. But guys, we did see some great matches and moments in between. We did see Damian Priest will officially be a part of the 30-man Battle Royal, or I should say Men's Royal Rumble match tomorrow. We also know that Jordynne Grace was attacked by the WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill earlier tonight on SmackDown, so look out for Jordynne Grace to be possibly a #1 contender or a contender for that Women's WWE Championship. But guys, we also seen a couple of other matches throughout tonight. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss were able to get the victory against the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez in a tag team matchup here tonight. And speaking of tag teams, we did see the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Io Sky and Rhea Ripley here tonight on SmackDown as they were confronted by the new #1 contenders, Julia and her tag team partner. Julia, the Women's United States Champion, promises to head to WrestleMania as a 3-belt champion, but we'll see how that goes because I do not see Julia winning the Women's Royal Rumble at all. But they were interrupted by Nia Jax and Last Legend, who have their eyes set on those WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, so we'll see how that plays out. We did see Carmelo Hayes in his open challenge for the WWE United States Championship here tonight as he took on Rey Fenix in a fantastic match where we seen Carmelo Hayes get the victory as he retains his WWE United States Championship. And not only that, guys, it has been an incredible Friday Night SmackDown before we get to the Royal Rumble tomorrow night. So don't forget, guys, to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out our live play-by-play tomorrow afternoon for the WWE 2026 Royal Rumble Premium Live event. We will be live with play-by-play. Catch all the action and reaction right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. See you guys live tomorrow. Make sure you guys come hang out on the channel, and thank you guys for all the love and support here on Tim Reynolds Show. Peace out, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the WWE Royal Rumble here in 2026. Peace out, guys.